707-4282 or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:01 on a rainy Thursday afternoon edition of The Drive. We are live in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Are the Savannah Bananas at the Cove tonight?
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah, they are.
How's that looking weather-wise?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain most of the evening. I thought they were coming to play Neyland.
They're doing both.
They're doing both.
They had to do both.
It looks like they might have a window to get the game in here. Thunderstorms. Rain's supposed to pick up again around 10 p.m. according to my iPhone weather app.
If I were going to go see him, it would have to be at the Cove. But I'm a purist.
It would be so much better at the Cove.
Well, yeah. I don't understand how this – I've looked at the, from the overhead overlay shots with Neyland of where the diamond's going to be. And it's like the stands start right behind the shortstop, bro.
Short porch and left.
I was saying, those are brick walls.
But
they have to put some padding on that.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, that and these guys are like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, so I'm sure they'll tailor they've got it choreographed or whatever it is they do.
Shout out to everybody who's going to the Cove tonight, man. I wish I had tickets to that one. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. Bob, what do you think the traffic situation is going to be like getting out of Neyland Stadium Saturday night with 100,000 Savannah Bananas fans?
Yeah, it won't be nice.
Because I don't think
nice.
That's not the kind of event you leave early, right? I mean, everybody's going to be leaving at the same time.
Well, no, you got to wait and watch them dance at the end of the game.
They have fireworks, I'd imagine, and they dance.
No, they don't. Not at the end of the game. Is it not at the end of the game? Because I feel like they'll do like the end game, like probably fireworks. They'll go out, shake hands. Is there like a post game ceremony?
Well, it depends. I mean, I just watched some excerpts from that game against whatever the Firefighters when they played down in Texas A&M, and now the Bananas lost that game, so maybe it's not the case with them. But when the Firefighters won, they did a big Cotton Eye Joe type.
They're coming in.
Dancing.
The Bananas are hungry.
Yeah.
Big bounce back spot for the Savannah Bananas tonight. At
Absolutely.
It's true.
The
They
Firefighters at A&M, are those guys that were they like real firefighters? Or?
Yeah, they're real firefighters, Bear. They just play baseball on the side.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
You're number one, Russ.
Little context clues here, man. The Washington Generals aren't real generals either. I don't know if you were aware of that, but they're not.
Touche.
They're not actual.
Let's move along now. Don't make me wallow in it.
Well, it is rainy today. We are looking forward to being at TMG Fest tomorrow. This is going to be a rain or shine event. And I was listening to Brandon from TMG Grills, who's going to be on with us in hour number 2. He was on with Basilio earlier today. And I did not realize this, but they're at Johnny Long's old facility.
Yes.
People who don't, Johnny Long was the longtime strength and conditioning coach under Philip Fulmer. You remember when we were good. And when the Fulmer thing fell apart, he opened up, and they used to have like football. It's like a covered football field over in Hardin Valley on Hardin Valley Road. And if you're wondering where this is, our friends at Volunteer Pharmacy are right there.
Okay, yeah.
So it's back behind there. And they have this huge facility. I remember because my friend and his boys used to play football over. They'd have like peewee games over there,
right,
and stuff. So the weather is not going to affect this.
It's rain or shine.
Yeah, the pits are going to be outside, and like that doesn't matter when those things are going at whatever temperature they're going. But like we'll be covered, walking around, eating literally the best barbecue known to man. Like the best of the best. I'm so excited about this. And the event is Saturday from 2 to 9 at the Hardin Valley Event Center, Hardin Valley Road in West Knoxville. And we'll be there tomorrow from 3 to 6. And you will be able to come up and say hello. We'll be handing out Smokies tickets. If you haven't been to the Cuff this year, you can come by and get some tickets tomorrow, Hardin Valley. So make sure to come out, see us, and show a little love. And check this place out, too, because like the smokers and grills and pits
and fun, man,
that they're going to have there. Like
it's one of my favorite smells.
If you're but if you're into that whole scene, if you're like a home barbecue guy, like you're going to want to see some of this stuff because it's crazy. Like the levels, these guys are at different. This is not me and my Weber kettle grill.
No, it's a whole nother level. There's a company up there.
There are levels to this game. This is the top. This is the big leagues.
Yeah, there's a company based out of Knoxville that custom builds.
It's TMG Pits. This is TMG Fest. That's who we're talking about.
They build like these humongous rigs that you take to the fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. These things are like huge. I can't even begin to describe the size of semi trucks. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow and this weekend. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing where we're at when we reconvene on Monday. Baseball thing didn't go our way yesterday. I thought that things would work out well. Little did I know that the game would literally be over by the time I got home. I was very anticlimactic last night for the baseball Vols.
We played them even after the first inning.
Yeah. I saw some people online speculating that maybe our boy Blanco was tipping pitches in the first, and that's why they were able to jump all over him.
I did not see that. What was the?
I don't know. I didn't get into it. I mean, that stuff happens at all levels of baseball, but I feel like there's a tipping pitches. I won't even say scandal or controversy because it's not. It's part of the game, man. Like you gotta be on top of that stuff. And I know Dolander had an issue where he was tipping pitches a couple of years ago, and I can't remember if there was Marcus Phillips last year or something. Like I'm sure we do it too.
Yeah. I mean, there's no rule against using an advantage if the pitcher doesn't have his stuff right. Like if a pitcher is tipping pitches, that's on the pitcher. It's not on the other team for not using it.
Well, if Arkansas, I think, they've got our number. It's whatever. Our record against them is not good. Even when Tony was here, it's not good. But we've got something they don't have.
It's very true.
And it makes them so mad online.
Yeah.
The Arkansas fan, like that, you would have thought that they lost. Like they're so mad at Tennessee fans anytime we play them in baseball. They are just, and it is what they own us, man. Like they show up and slap us around pretty much every time they see them. But the fact that they don't have that big trophy just irritates them to no end.
What's our football equivalent to Arkansas in baseball? Like, would you say that would be?
I mean,
a little Florida-ish.
Yeah,
Florida-ish, and
Georgia nowadays just show up and we just can't beat them.
Yeah, we have. You're right. We have beaten Florida and Alabama recently. That's exactly why I wanted to play Arkansas, though, was I was like, man, I just want to get them one time. And I felt this was going to be one of the times we could, but when you're hitting balls like 6,000 feet in the air, the one late in the game by that Pompey kid or whatever his name was, that was ridiculous. He hit it to left.
Beato. So walk me through, because I'm into the game at that point. Like we're punching it. It's what, 5-2?
5-3.
We've cut it to 5-3. We're battling. You can feel it, man. We're going to jump on these guys. And was it Chandler Day, the pitcher?
Yes.
At that point?
Yep.
And he's okay, man. He walked a couple of people, but he gets a big out.
Gets that guy that
the guy who would hit two bombs off him. He strikes him out.
Two bombs
and then
on
we
two
immediately yank him. which I get. He's a lefty. The next guy coming up who did hit the home run is a righty. You want to go righty. Maybe the analytics have told you something. Maybe you're sensing something that we're not privy to as fans. But like, he just struck out the guy that's gone deep twice. You're limited in your options in the bullpen. I feel like I would have given him another batter there.
I mean, just for, if nothing else, Russ, just to see what you've got in this kid.
They bring in Bayotto, who is a highly touted prospect.
True freshman
that he's flashed a little bit from time to time. He comes in there and gives up just a absolute moonball.
He was like fresh meat.
Second pitch.
Well, the guy Day struck out. Correct me if I'm wrong. That guy hit 2 home runs, and he'd only been pitched 2 balls.
Yeah.
I mean, he smoked both of them.
Well, Chandler Day set him down.
Yeah, he did.
And then Josh Elander set Chandler Day down.
And then the Beato kid.
And then he set Bayotto down.
He got welcome to the big league, babe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to bang on Elander too much. He's got to learn some things, though. I mean, he's got to get better at things, and we'll talk about it. A to Z Sports. Interesting article today on Josh Heupel and the recruiting philosophy shift. Austin Price of VolQuest telling Nashville radio yesterday that he had actually taped commitment interview videos with both Jarrell Chandler and Miles Brown last week. Of course, they commit to Clemson and Kentucky respectively this week. But Tennessee thought they had the deal. Clemson, Kentucky come in with bigger offers, and Josh Heupel says, no, like, we can match, but we're not going to. We've got a budget, and we're not going to that level for Jarrell Chandler and Miles Brown. Is this part of a larger philosophical shift with Josh Heupel and just, hey, man, we're going to stick to our guns on some of these high school recruits and not pay, I believe the way A to Z Sports put it, not have too much money on the sideline?
Yes, absolutely. It has to be. I figured it would come to this, but it's a lot more business-like. They've got a budget and they've got slots, and those guys obviously wanted more than what the Tennessee values them at right now. So it's a lot of debt. I mean, you figured it out last year. How much dead money do we have on the sideline?
Just in the quarterback room.
Quarterback room.
Yeah, and I would have to imagine that we are not the only school that has fallen into that. I mean, you got to have quarterbacks.
Yeah, you do. But you can't overspend for guys that, you won't know for a year or two unless they're –
Well, I think you want to spend big on your starting quarterback, and I think you want to have a viable backup. And I think that we as fans – and this is the way the NFL has been for years – you just have to know that if your quarterback gets hurt, you're going to be in a world of pain.
Yeah.
And if your backup quarterback gets hurt, you're screwed.
Season's over.
Yeah, and we, at Tennessee, we've been able to stockpile quarterbacks. Alabama's been able to stockpile quarterbacks in years past. And I just don't know that you're going to be able to do that anymore.
I don't think you will either, but I do think it's going to closely resemble the NFL in that quarterbacks, wide receivers, left tackles, DNs, corners that can walk up to the line and play press coverage. That's who is going to get paid the most.
Yeah. Thunder Dan Harrelson of Vols Wire joins the fray coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll get his take on the recruiting stuff and a little Tennessee baseball as the Basketball Players Era Festival draw is released. We know who Tennessee's going to be playing. They'll open up on Tuesday, November 24th, Thanksgiving week, against Maryland and our old pal Bishop Boswell. That'll be juicy. Then we're going to play either Iowa State or San Diego State on Thanksgiving Day. And then remember your guaranteed 3 games. That would be on Friday, November 27th. And we would play either St. John's and Patino, Oregon, Louisville, or Texas Tech. So guaranteed 3
really good games.
Yeah, three monster games out there in Vegas next year.
Who would you like to play on Saturday? And Sunday, for that matter, out of those
Well,
teams.
it'd be Friday. So you're going to play on Thursday against either Iowa State or San Diego State. I guess you'd rather play Iowa State again, right? I mean, they're the bigger program.
For the resume.
At this point.
Yeah, I don't know how good they're going to be. I mean, they lost their best players.
Yeah.
But
and then Friday is
– So that Friday game, like I would rather play St. John's and Patino would be fun, or that Louisville team. I mean, that would be –
yeah.
That would be Armageddon.
Test,
yeah, that'd be fun, man, too. I mean, just two –
Who would the coal miners root for?
They'd root against the structural integrity of the arena.
And then Saturday, I mean, it sounds like there could be some really cool matchups there as well. What a fun thing. I'm ready for basketball season, Bob. And we haven't even – it's not even Memorial Day.
Yeah, you got a little while to wait. But I'm with you. I think it's if you recall, this is where last year it was Player 0-1. Our big takeaway was, man, Michigan is a wagon. And sure enough, they
were a wagon.
They held the fight all season long, man. They were dominant. They dominated out in Vegas. They'll be there again.
And we'll be there to meet them, potentially. Stay with us. The drive continues. Just scratching the surface on this rainy Thursday edition of the show. We'll take a quick time out. When we continue, it's been a while since our old pal Dan the Man Harrelson, VolsWire.com, joined the fray, and we'll get the Harrelson Index, which is always an interesting indicator of the upcoming football season. A lot to get to with Dan. Stay with us. It's The Drive on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel, and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Is your yard starting to look more wild and welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2011. Visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, Ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Everything University of Tennessee for VolsWire.com. Good afternoon, Dan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Hope you guys are well.
Yeah, man. Thanks for jumping on with us. Short stay in Hoover this year for the Tennessee baseball team. And now you've got a couple of days to figure out what the outlook is for the postseason. Your thoughts on Tennessee's chances? The first time we've gone into one of these without Tony Vitello in the dugout. What are your thoughts on Tennessee's chances of postseason success?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not projecting like Omaha or anything, but I do think they can make some noise in a regional. Of course, that will most likely be on the road, but I think losing in Hoover yesterday was probably a good thing for a lot of the pitchers, especially just to take some time off. It looks like they could have about a week off. A week from today, that they could be back in action. Maybe it starts Friday, but Tegan Coombs, it's going to help him too. So I think it was actually a good thing that they were eliminated to kind of start focusing on that postseason play in the NCAA tournament. But I definitely would go with Tegan Coombs that first game because we all know you can't go into that losers bracket. So I'd put all the chips on the table with Tegan that first game just to ensure you can have some possible noise into that winners bracket game, even if it's at like Georgia Tech, North Carolina, wherever in that against the host team for that second game. But they should be a 2 seed, you would think, going into regional play.
Hey, Dan, it's Bob. Appreciate you joining us as always. We were just talking about this, and you said it too. I mean, it's probably all for the best that Tennessee had the exit, kind of an early exit. Probably didn't have the juice to get all the way to a championship game in the SEC tournament. But what is it about Arkansas? Because I was dialed into that game last night. I wanted it so bad because Arkansas is such a nemesis for this program. And lo and behold, they decide to bring out the whooping sticks with like big long ball game and everything else. I mean, is that just and I want to get your take on this. It's like if we're talking about Arkansas that way for Tennessee in baseball, who's that equivalent for Tennessee in football for you?
Probably, well, maybe Florida, I guess. Yeah. Because I know Arkansas hasn't won a national championship or anything, but they've been pretty steady. And like you said, that's kind of been a nemesis, especially last year and some other times. So I don't think it's that. I don't view it as a hatred rival, but obviously when you're good in baseball like that, especially Vanderbilt's like that too in baseball, and they're starting to become more and more making noise in football. So we'll see if that will live on in another sport, but especially baseball. Vanderbilt's a huge rival, but I don't think that it's a bad rival, an evil rival, because I do think with DBH there, and of course Tony and Josh, the last two head coaches here, I think there's some mutual respect there. So it may be just more of the fan side of things, but I just don't think it's more intense compared to like Vandy or even in Alabama, even though the Alabama-Tennessee thing isn't like too big in baseball, but it's still a heated rival.
Dan Harrelson, VolsWire.com with us this afternoon. So Dan is saying, we talked about this yesterday, right? This is the debate that Elander and Josh Reynolds going to have internally. Dan says go ahead and throw Coons in game one. You're probably going to be playing a, Long Beach or, somebody of that ilk, a Mercer, maybe a team like that. But the numbers are the numbers. The team that wins You lose your first game, you almost never get out of there. So winning that first game is critical. Dan, you would say you would go with Blanco, I guess, in game 2. And again, this is all with the caveat of Landon Mack and his situation obviously looms large there.
Right, and I'm not saying just go out and lose a game. If you do win that first game with Coons, and then kind of, look at that second game against the host site team. I mean, maybe you could save a pitcher like that, and knowing you could possibly lose, and then just turn around and have to get that team twice. But it's very, very tricky once you get into those type things. But I do think Coons number 1, Blanco. I don't know. I'd probably ride with Blanco too, even though you could consider maybe losing that game, but it could burden your whole staff maybe going forward in that regional. But definitely Coons 1, and then I guess Blanco 2. And I'm not sure about Mac. I don't know if he's going to get back in time for the regional. I don't know if you guys have any new info on him, but it seems like he had some arm issues lately.
I've seen a couple of comments from Elander lately, including one on the Vol Network after the game, one of the games against Oklahoma, where he alluded to people in Mac's camp, advising him in addition to Tennessee's medical staff. But, that certainly seems like, agents, others getting involved saying, hey, you've got a professional future to think about here. Don't push it.
Yeah, I mean, you got that side of it too. I just wish that more would have came out of like Arbitson and Criswell and some guys like that. Maybe even a Blaine Brown, just to give you a few innings here and there. That's still very, very questionable after the performances this year pitching. So I just don't know if there's, outside of a couple guys, I just don't know how reliable the pitching is going to be to really advance to the super regional. But I think they can get it done if you have good outing by Coons and maybe Blanco, and then have the bats going a little bit. But games like last night, I mean, you played pretty well, I thought. But, I mean, the 8 runs, I think 7 of them were off home runs. You just can't make those small mistakes like that turn out to be huge mistakes and makes you eliminated in postseason play.
Now, we still got a lot of baseball to play, right? I mean, there's the NCAA tournament coming up, the regional, et cetera. But in this day and age with college sports, there's this whole concept of you've got to start figuring out how it's got to be on Elander's mind about playing defense once the season's over and retaining players. If you had to pick 3 players, Dan, that are like the must retain players for Josh Elander next season, who would you identify?
Well, I have to look at the classifications, but I think is Levi Clark, is he the sophomore?
Yes. No, he'll be back. I mean, he would be at the top of everyone's list, I believe.
I would think so too.
Yeah, and then of course Grindlinger, him being back, Ford will be gone. I'm just naming out some guys that could be offensively pretty ideal next year. Grimmer, of course, I'm not sure.
He's draft eligible.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it kind of gets tricky in baseball. You be a sophomore too, and then that's still eligible to get it. I think Manny Marion, I'm not sure if he's at the age for that, but I think he could be a crucial part again next year. Stone Lawler. Eisfelter, he looked like he had some potential filling in for Reese Chapman. And then, of course, Jay Abernathy, see what he does.
Yeah, I all those names kind of resonate with us too. I would say if there's a pitcher that's on my mind, I would think it's got to be Appenzeller, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Appenzeller and Mack, I would throw in there. Levi and Trent would be at the top of my hitters list, and then you get into we're going to have some discussion. I would put Blaine Brown and Jay Abernathy next on that list of guys that you have to keep. Totally understand fans who have watched the game and say, they haven't been all that great, but I would strongly urge those fans to look into the jumps that other similarly talented players have taken in years 2 and 3 of their career over the course of time. Talking with our buddy Dan Harrelson, VolsWire.com here this afternoon. on the program. Dan, switching gears a little bit, Tennessee football coming up on the 100-day mark until kickoff. Where is the famous Dan Harrelson Index at as we head into the summer months? Of course, you've nailed this a couple of times, whether it's 10-2 in 2022. I think you also had 8-4 the next year. You're generally very good at this. As it stands today, 12-game schedule, first ever 9-game SEC schedule. What do you have the Vols record at here in the late May?
Yeah, so right after the Orange and White game, I went 8-4, but I'm kind of torn on that Georgia Tech game because I think that's going to be a tough spot, whether it's Brandon, which it seems like it's going to be Brandon at quarterback, or if it's George for some reason. But regardless, you got an inexperienced quarterback going to Georgia Tech, and Brent Key. I know they got a new quarterback too. Hayes King leaving. I guess Mendoza's there now, but that's going to be a tough environment for a brand new quarterback. Not only that, but it's going to be very questionable to see how quickly this defensive scheme can be implemented. Of course, we've seen that through spring now, and then summer workouts, fall camp, where you get into the grind of that schedule. But I just think with Josh Heupel, he needs. It's going to be very remarkable, I think, if he can get the defensive scheme with some of those Penn State guys and then returning defensive players just to have that going right out of the gate. Second game, Georgia Tech, and then into the Auburn game, SEC play. Have that going at the same time is just okay quarterback play, a game manager type that can run this offense. Kind of a little bit like Nico a couple of years ago, being a brand new quarterback. I think you can get some of that from Brandon or George, then I think that can go pretty well with the defensive scheme. Because if that defensive scheme's going, I think it can create some havoc for opponents. I think Jim Knowles is a pretty good coach. He plays multiple defenses, a little hybrid, safety-driven 4-3-5 base. So I think he can make things tough on guys like Sarkisian at Texas and take away those slant and go type plays and make things uncomfortable, because that's why somebody like Sark loses those big games when those type plays are taken away. Same thing with Taylor DeBoer. That happened big time in the Rose Bowl and some other games for him. So as long as my mindset for this team is the defense can grasp Jim Knowles quickly, then you have a chance to win 8 games. I don't really see 9 games this year unless you can get the quarterback play going pretty well.
I saw a piece you dropped on Vols Wire earlier today, as a matter of fact, about what you called Tennessee's 5 must-win football games, and you ranked them. And I wanted to just get your take on kind of the criteria for those rankings, because, there's some obvious ones in there. We're not talking about the Kennesaw States and Furmans of the world, but some of these other games, LSU, you got Lane coming in. Of course, that's going to be important. Georgia Tech, which you were just mentioning, that's going to be a tough game as well. The team you had at the top of the list, I found interesting. So I wanted you to kind of elaborate on how you arrived at your top ranked one of the 5 must-win games for Tennessee in football.
Yeah, so Auburn comes in October 3rd. Obviously, Alex Golesh, we all know, first year there as head coach, and half of his coaching staff, I think he's got like 6 guys as Tennessee connections, not including, I guess, whatever Parker Ball's doing there. He may be like a GA or something, or an analyst. There's a lot of Tennessee based on that. And from Josh Heupel, year 6, and you lose at Georgia Tech, and you have 2 wins against Furman and Kennesaw State, you lose to Arch in Texas, that last game in September, and then you have Auburn the next week, and you somehow lose that. That's just, I just don't think that would be sitting quite well with a lot of people around here. That would be 3 losses. You could potentially have back-to-back losses too, even if you beat Georgia Tech and lose to Texas and Auburn games. So I think that's why it's a must-win. You cannot lose to your former OC, especially since when he left. You've seen your offense kind of, I wouldn't say diminish, but it has not been the same. So I think that's why it's the top game to must-win for Josh Heupel this year.
Dan Harrelson with us this afternoon here on Fan Run Radio as we break things down to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. Dan, I want to circle back to baseball here just for a minute because I'm thinking about this, making a list of, it's interesting what Bob said about playing defense, the players you got to keep. What about Josh Elander? He gets the job after Tony left. That's what everybody wanted, including everybody on this show. We all thought that was the right move. He's had some good moments. He's had some not so good moments. I always make it a point to say, Tony got to make his first year managerial mistakes in anonymity. Nobody was paying attention his first couple of years. Josh has done it under a really bright spotlight. How would you grade his first year as head coach here, and what do you think he needs to improve on heading into year 2?
Yeah, I think he's done a pretty good job considering. I mean, he got the job, late October, early November, whatever that was, and then went right into the winter workouts and got ready for the season. But, yeah, I think he's learned a lot on the job. I'd probably give him a C. I mean, he did win 5 SEC series. I know it was a little bit rough early on. He had to make some in-season adjustments too, from coaching at third base, going back to the dugout. Yeah. I don't have an issue with him on the field. I did have an issue with him at third base. I think if you're going to be on the field, you need to be at first base or anything else, and just because how it's shaped and all that with the home dugout on that side. So that was his first game. I noticed that. I thought about that, and I noticed he took away those little 3 pieces of tape in the dugout.
Yes.
That was like my first.
Bring the tape back. I mean, you bring back those 3 pieces of tape. I think that would go a long way towards winning back any fans that you might have lost. Bring the tape back. That was Tony's salute to Augie Garrido, the longtime legendary head coach of the Texas Longhorns and a couple of other programs. He used to have that on there, and it was a signal. It was an indicator signal for some of the back and forth signs that they would do from the dugout to hitters and fielders and base coaches and stuff like that. And I don't think Tennessee used it, but it was kind of just a salute to Augie Garrido. But I think Tennessee fans missed that. Bring back the tape.
Yeah, but as far as Josh goes, I know he's pretty heavy on analytics, and I'm sure Tony used all that stuff too. But the way Josh kind of does his press conferences, he kind of throws some, here in this spot, those type things, those analytic type verbiage. So I don't think that's going away. I think I would probably use Ross Pivot a little bit more. That's definitely your energy guy. I always said if Josh didn't get the job, they should give it to him just because he can manage all the players in the clubhouse, the locker room, the dugout, just based off energy. And he's so fun to watch at first base. But I'm okay with Josh. It'd be interesting to see if he does make any changes after the season. Could be a situation where he likes his whole staff, and they go from there. But I do think he's done a pretty good job. But I do think next year he needs to host the regional. I mean, it's not only just because it's him year 2, but for the whole program. I guess they haven't hosted since 24, the national title year. And it's very hard to host, but at the same token, it's the elevation of this program from the facility standpoint, recruiting standpoint, that Tony did, and Josh being assistant, but they need to get back to that, hosting the regional.
Hear, hear. Well said, Dan Harrelson. Everybody go follow him. He's at Dan Harrelson, 2 R's on X. Of course, VolsWire.com, the lead writer there, where he covers all things Tennessee athletics. Dan, anything else as it pertains to Tennessee baseball or football that's on your mind this afternoon before we let you run?
No, not really. I've actually, speaking of sports, I've kind of got softball on the mind since baseball's off for a few days now, but hopefully the rain will affect the Georgia Super Regional here.
Yeah, big game tonight.
Yeah, they're pretty hot right now, and they did beat Oklahoma in the SEC tournament. We all know how well of the program Oklahoma is in softball, so it'll be interesting to see if Colin Pickens and company can get back to Oklahoma City and finally win one.
Nice. Let's go, Lady Vols. All right. Thank you, Dan. We appreciate the time, my friend. We'll do it again soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Dan Harrelson checking in. What time is softball tonight?
7:30, I believe.
Okay.
At Sherry Parker.
Yes.
I mean, we got the Bananas in town. We got the Lady Vols softball happening. So
I'd rather go watch softball.
Georgia took down Oklahoma?
Yeah,
Oklahoma's out.
Did not know. No, in the SEC tournament.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go, girls.
We're going to get it together here. We started off the season on such a just a heater, and then we kind of dropped off a little bit as the season wore on.
Is it fair of me? I think I've wondered aloud before, is Karen Weekly, is she a wartime consigliere?
Whoa.
That's my question. I will not pretend to be an expert. I only know one player on the team. I will watch tonight, maybe.
It's 7 p.m., as a matter of fact. I just confirmed the time.
I put her, honest to God, probably her best comp would be Barnes. She's one of the elite coaches in her profession and just hasn't quite gotten over the hump.
I think she misses her husband, Ralph, quite frankly.
I don't know.
All kind of fell apart when Ralph went away.
See, I've heard the contrary. I've heard that it's better without.
You think Ralph was holding her back?
No, I just don't. I think
it's what I've heard.
Better, yeah.
I don't follow it closely enough, but I have heard some of those rumblings.
They had kind of tailed off, and then once Ralph retired, they started trajectory went back
tailed
up.
off. They went to Oklahoma City multiple times with Ralph. A little respect for Ralph, please.
Well, it's tough when your name's Ralph, but.
You got something against Ralph's out there? It's one of Bear's favorite movies, King Ralph, starring John Goodman.
Okay. It's a cinematic masterpiece, Bob. Have you ever watched it?
No.
I mean, it is absolutely
not.
It's one of the worst rated films of all time.
Well,
I mean, it's just incredible.
Critics and audiences alike.
Tracks that'd be one of Bear's favorites.
You have Ralph Schumacher, the Formula One driver. There's some other famous
We're doing famous Ralphs.
Ralph Cifaretto.
Ralph Macchio, of course.
Ralph Macchio.
Ralphie Cifaretto.
Was Ralph Kiner a ball player?
It was Al Kiner.
Al Kaline. There was a Kiner.
K-Line.
K-Line.
I thought it was Al Kiner, but maybe it was Ralph. I don't know.
There's Steve Kiner, who played linebacker for us.
He was one of those nutcases in Lake Sisters, right?
There you go. Right there on the live chat, Kid Huddy 7 says it was his understanding Ralph was the weak link. Danny the plumber said if you don't retire, then you both are gone.
Oh!
Wow. It's Michael Corleone level stuff right there.
Wow.
Well, you got a weak link, Walker,
it's like
Darren, you're going to have to send Ralph
like the conversations we have about Walker every day after the show.
Let's conspire. Walker, we got to talk after the show.
Bring your playbook.
I was catching strays today.
Quick timeout. The Drive. Open up the phone lines. 865-966-3435 is your phone number to get on board. 966-3435. If you want to chime in today, more Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2, and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pitmasters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, you get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage their fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free. So bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. tmgfest.com.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where is the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Screen print or embroidery needs for your business or organization, then give SM Athletics a call. They'll take good care of you. Their number is 865-966-3434, online at smathletics.com. Commissioner Bockwinkel says Ralph Nader got rid of one of Bears' favorite cars, the Pinto.
No, in fact, it's funny you should read that. Ryan was just in here, and me and Walker and Ryan, I was like, I was going through famous Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Nader got rid of two of the most dangerous cars that have ever been on American roadway, the Pinto and the Corvair.
Why are they dangerous?
If in certain, did you remember they would like explode in rear end collisions?
Rear end collisions. They were, they were a significant fire hazard.
And Ralph Nader got rid of them? What he was like consumer protection or something.
It was a consumer watchdog.
And the Corvair was the same kind of way. It was
also cost Al Gore the election in 2000. Mm-hmm. Maybe one of the most consequential men of the 20th century, Ralph Nader.
Yeah, like what does the last 26 years of American history look like? Butterfly effect.
We were doing some Ralph work over here too. Actually,
Ralph Kiner was a baseball guy, by the way.
Russell had that correct.
Ralph Earnhardt.
Is that Dale's dad?
Senior's dad, Junior's granddad.
Okay. Big Dog in West Tennessee said Ralph Mouth.
From Happy Days, yeah. Ralph Mouth. Rafe Fiennes, it is spelled Ralph, but it's pronounced Rafe.
And then also, you bluegrass music aficionados, Ralph Stanley.
Oh, nice. Okay. Good Ralph.
Good pull, Bob.
And then Ralph's, the grocery store. If you have any West Coast experiences, Ralph's was a big grocery store chain on the West Coast.
How about Ralph Steadman?
Don't know.
Bear knows who this is. He doesn't know he knows it, but he knows the illustrator who worked with Hunter S. Thompson.
Yes. I just said that one at the break and had forgotten about it. Ralph Steadman.
Ralph Sampson
of Virginia and
the Rockets.
The Houston Rockets. There you go. Solid Ralph. Ralph Wilson. Is he the owner of the Bills?
That sounds right.
Believe so. A lot of good Ralphs. I mean, Ralph is just a solid blue-collar sports name.
Hey.
You name your kid Ralph, he's at worst going to be playing third base for the Milwaukee Brewers someday.
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Hey.
American poet.
Also, Ralph Cramden from The Honeymooners.
Yeah.
That's Jackie Gleason's character.
Yeah, okay. We're missing one of the best.
Don't know.
Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
That is a good one.
You'll shoot your eye out. You ever seen it, Walker?
Yeah, I've seen it.
800 times, I would imagine, right?
Just a couple.
Fragile.
Only like
it's Italian.
It's weird. I've watched it like in parts a lot. I think I've watched it once all the way through.
What's that actor's name who played the dad? Like the perfect dad.
I don't know, but he was in a lot of good stuff. Sneaky good actor.
Yeah. Bumpuses.
865
Filth and Flarn.
966 3435 is your phone number to get on the show here this afternoon. I'm Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville Bear, Walker Smith getting ready for the top four at 4. Tennessee baseball bowing out in Hoover last night. It was a short stay.
Do you think Elander made just a calculated decision there and just turned it into a bullpen game? And
I think it's hard managing those types of games. Kid Huddy 7 on the YouTube chat said, what was the rationale of putting in the freshman there when it was 5-3 instead of Rudy? When he brought Rudy in when the game was out of reach, Elander was ready to come home, it looked like. At some level, you can't make pitching decisions just based on purely win now, because if you win now, you get you're going to have to win 4 or 5 games, man. You can't just throw Arvidsson there. I mean, maybe you can. There's certainly an argument to me, hey, win now and think about tomorrow. But when that's your bullpen, Bob,
mm-hmm.
and you've only got 2, maybe 3 arms that you rely on in there, one of which you used the previous day and is burned.
Yeah.
You have to save something for later. You just have to.
Yeah.
So I get what's fascinating. I do wonder if he had it to do over again. If you throw Bo Rudy there, you bring Rudy in to face the guy who hit the home run to make it 8-3, and you get out of that inning and it's 5-3, and you're scrapping and maybe you scratch across another run or two. Maybe you tie it up. Maybe you take the lead. Who knows? I wonder at that point, would they have brought in Arvidsson just to shut it down?
Yeah.
Win the game, take a day off. You got Coons coming back on Friday. I do wonder if they would have gone for it at that point. But I think that because we had tried a couple of different guys, hadn't we, at that point? It was kind of working. It's like Chandler Days getting some outs. Was there a guy in before him? Or did we go straight from?
Did Haas come in?
Yes, Haas.
Yeah.
Haas pitched a little bit well. And then, Chandler Days, we're kind of piecing this thing together. Let's see if we can bring in another freshman and just sort of weather the storm here and then see what happens. I think that's kind of what Elander was thinking, not to speak for him, but that's kind of the feeling I got watching the game.
I don't know if you guys ever felt this way, but I did. I have to admit, and maybe that's how Josh, that might have been part of his rationale too, was we cut it to 5-3, but I still felt like we weren't going to win that game. Does that make sense?
I was kind of feeling it there.
Yeah, because our hitting's gotten so good again. Like 2 runs on us right now. The way we're hitting, you aren't safe.
When Day struck out that big lefty who looks like the guy from Good Will Hunting, I got her number. How do you like them apples?
Oh, Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
No, the other guy. The dude with the long blonde hair.
Oh. I don't remember.
When he struck that guy out, I was kind of feeling it. I was like, man, we're gonna weasel out of this 2-on, no out jam and
beat them and
stick
our
it to bats
Dave Van Halen.
Our bats are waking up. Are we worried about our bats? I think once it got to be 8-3, that took a lot of the wind out of our sails.
Yeah, most definitely. That Tate McGuire guy that we were kind of poking fun at, he was pretty solid actually. He only pitched 3 innings, but couldn't get much going on him.
Kid Huddy saying that no, it was Blanco and then straight to Day. I don't know. It just I feel
Blanco
like
didn't look like he had his best stuff either, did he?
Well, maybe As we talked, could have been tipping pitches.
So
that's what I choose to believe.
Yeah.
On one hand, like it pisses me off when you find out that we were tipping pitches or somebody stealing our signs in football or whatever. But on the other hand, it's like, okay, well, that actually in another odd way kind of makes me feel a little bit better because you could fix that and it wasn't just, oh, we suck.
Yeah, you got to hide your hand better. Justin Hanna on Twitter, real quick, Russ. We forgot about a big Ralph Wiggum.
Chief Wiggum.
Well done. My cat's breath smells like cat food.
Very quickly, we talked about Ralph's grocery store. Rock and Roll Ralph's. That's the legendary Ralph's store on Sunset Boulevard, made famous by Johnny Carson in his monologues and featured in films like The Big Lebowski. Grocery store scenes in that.
Quick time out. The drive continues. Hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive.
Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans.
This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station.
We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say it loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station.
Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen.
For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Get some.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah. They specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio, and the Top 4 at 4 is brought to you this afternoon by ECR Total Landscapes. Walker Smith, what you got?
At number 1, Tennessee baseball is headed home after its loss to Arkansas in the second round of the SEC baseball tournament. And after the game, Josh Elander spoke on the status of Landon Mack and Reese Chapman. The skipper said that Landon Mack will be reevaluated early next week for his signs of progress, and that they expect to have Reese Chapman back sooner rather than later.
With Mack, this is pure speculation station. I don't have anybody inside the program telling me this. This is just listening between the lines, Elander, the past couple of days. It just feels like he's got his representation, family, agent, whatever, advising him to not pitch until he's 100%, which I can't necessarily blame them for.
No, you can't blame him for that.
I just hope he pitches for us next year, man. He's a good guy. He's a good pitcher. And talk with Harrelson about guys that we need to hold on to. Him and Appenzeller, it's a really good start to figuring out a rotation for next season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be nice not to have to rebuild a whole rotation going into next year. Because when we came into this year, it was like we only have Tegan Kuhns, and we didn't know if Tegan Kuhns was going to take the leap or not. And now, if you keep Appenzeller and you keep Mack, you only got to go get one Sunday guy, hopefully, or maybe one of the young guys takes steps up. Be really good. Talks about that retention we've talked about a lot.
Yes.
At number 2, the Vol Network is looking for a new color analyst for its Tennessee football broadcast after Ramon Foster is leaving for the same job with the Tennessee Titans. The Titans officially announced the news this morning, with Foster stepping in for the late Dave McGinnis.
For some reason, I've got this mental image of Cody doing the color commentary with Mike Keith.
Oh, God.
Okay.
They toss it to Cody, and he immediately goes into a sausage.
Rant on sausage.
I love sausage, for one. I'm a big sausage guy.
Hey,
Nothing like a big kielbasa. Just right. Great.
And do the Wamplers live reads.
Could somebody go get me a smoky dog?
Who do you guys want? I'm intrigued by the Heath Schuler talk. Because somebody threw that name out there.
I think he'd be good.
I
think he'd be good.
I don't know.
It's one of my boyhood heroes, Walker. Nobody could sling it.
Schuler?
He wore number 21. He's a quarterback, wore 21.
That's weird.
Did it seem weird at the time? It seemed cool. And how cool was Heath with like the cut-off sleeves? You could see his belly kind of hanging out, his short jersey.
He's a specimen for sure. I'd like to kind of have one of the mid-90s to 98.
You want a
guys.
sports bell? Oh, you want a sports bell era guy.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some guys on.
You know, it's interesting.
I'd love to have Peyton.
For as good, that was the best era in school history. Never been that good before. Probably never will be again. And we just skipped over all of those guys for the Vol Network broadcasting jobs.
Yeah.
You think of it. Like we went from Bill Anderson to Tim Priest to Ramon. Like nothing wrong with any of those guys, but it's like, hey, like this was the
zenith,
the best years. Like we can't get a guy who was around in the late 90s.
Some of those guys taught,
a lot of those guys are around.
Yeah,
they're all around
and doing it. They've done it for a living in some fashion. I don't know. Peyton, Terry.
Well, Peyton's not coming back to be the Vol Network color guy.
He would be great at it, though.
He would.
Sure,
he'd probably be the best out of everybody, just because he's so damn funny. Yeah, Terry, Al. Who is the Human Weapon? How can I not remember?
Bill Duff.
Bill Duff. Yeah, he put Eddie George on his ass.
Well, he'd have to be around somebody around here, right?
Yeah, someone local. At number 3, LSU has finalized a deal to add Ed Orgeron to its football coaching staff. He reunites with LSU coach Lane Kiffin, who is his longtime friend and colleague with whom he previously worked with at USC and Tennessee. Orgeron's role will officially be special assistant to recruiting and defense for the Tigers.
I mean, hats off to LSU, man. They are assembling, without a doubt, the sleaziest coaching staff ever put together across multiple sports.
More like Baton Rouge, am I right?
Yeah.
So I was saying last night, next thing I'm waiting for is like Kim Mulkey coming back going, hey, great news, Angel Reese still has some eligibility.
I didn't realize that they brought back Wade. They brought back Orgeron. They also brought back Johnny Jones quietly.
Oh, and they also brought back, what's his name?
As an assistant.
The other guy Wade brought back.
Stansberry?
Yeah. Slick Rick.
Yeah. That guy.
I mean,
Can you share with us like what you heard about how that all went down with Stansberry? And
just that it sounds like they knew there was going to be a coaching change at LSU for months. They being Will Wade. And
he had an idea that he was going back and Stansberry was in on it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's a real piece of garbage, isn't he? I could describe any one of the names I just mentioned.
I don't think he's a very good guy.
Not really.
No.
What go wrong with Lane and Orgeron, Ogre being
I mean, there'll be some of those sorority parties this fall are going to be
situations.
Must-see entertainment.
Yeah. A lot of Orgeron running around shirtless.
You got Orgeron and Joey Freshwater on the scene.
Actually, now Kiffin likes to go shirtless, so maybe both of them just running around campus. It's like old school, basically.
Yeah, maybe we'll get into too much trouble this time. I mean, there's not a whole lot of rules, so probably won't be a need for Ed to yank any compliance officer out of their loafers and over their desk.
Picture they posted yesterday of Ogre and Kiffin in the locker room, whatever, it looked like a couple of baseball dads, divorced baseball dads who just got through heckling the umpires at their kids' little league games,
kids like Bubba,
and are getting set to go out and pound brewskis at walk-ons at 4:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Yeah,
it's a good vibe. Why not?
It's a good vibe. You like those guys?
I mean, sounds like they're at least having a good time.
Yeah, nothing good will come of the two of them back together at all.
And maybe
you're going to win a lot of football games, Walker, and then it's going to end in disaster at some point.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Lane Kiffin will get Coach O into hot yoga instead of running around.
God. Let's go streaking on the quad.
That's all you need is Coach O behind some divorced soccer mom in her yoga pants doing downward-facing dog.
Yeah. You don't want either one of those guys in that situation.
Come to Papa.
Lane Kiffin does it every day.
Look at the cheeks on that thing.
Yeah. Get on over here.
Put the pep on the gumbo.
Tell him about it, JoJo.
You make me hotter than cayenne pepper.
Where'd I pick up my check?
Jesus. Is that it, Walker?
No, we got one more.
Yeah. Come on, man. Pace.
Go.
Get control of your segment.
I was waiting for y'all to. It's just stuff. This becomes not my segment.
Never happens when you're not here.
And at number 4, Florida center Ruben Chinyelu is withdrawing from the NBA draft and will return to Gainesville. 6'10" center and Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. Averaged about 11 points and 11 rebounds per game this last season.
Florida's so loaded. Walker and I were talking about it. They lost one starter from that team last year. That's it. Xavier Lee.
Who was probably managed to upgrade from him, right?
Yeah, it was their worst starter.
Yeah, it was.
Appleby or whoever. Did he?
Aberdeen?
Oh, yeah. If Aberdeen gets his clearance.
He's got to go through the courts.
Yeah. But they have Boogie Flan. They have Klavchar still. I'm trying to think of who else. Did they get anybody else in the portal of note?
Hauk come back?
Hauk is back. Condon's back. Yep. Chinyulu's back.
No one off the top of my head. I think it was just all retention.
Surely they got somebody.
They lost that 7'9" dude who ended up going to like Cal Irvine, which told you all you needed to know about his skills.
Good luck to him. Good luck to the young man.
Yeah.
Hope it works out for him. All right. Thank you, Walker. That is the Top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by ECR Total Landscapes. You know about the 10% off your first month of their monthly maintenance package. If you're looking for somebody to get your yard looking tip-top, I'm talking not just mowing. We're talking trimming, mulching, edging, leaf blowing. Get your flower beds de-weeded, all that good stuff. ECRTotalLandscapes.com is the place to go. And if this rain that we needed so badly knocked a couple of branches loose, maybe you've got a tree that needs to come down. They took down trees. My property last year did a great job. Cannot recommend them enough. Their number's 865-384-2012. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Got to mention Fan Run to get that 10% off, or just visit ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Again, promo code FANRUN. Setting up a big second hour here. If you want to jump in, we'd love to hear from you. 865-966-3435 is your phone number to get on the show. Alex wants to know if Bear is an investor in the retro Pizza Huts.
No, but I do want to go to one of them.
What?
You haven't seen the retro Pizza Huts?
It's a guy that
what is this?
It's all the rage right now.
Yeah, it started with one guy. He had worked for Pizza Hut for pretty much his whole career, and I think it's like 60 something, maybe 70 something franchises that he owns. He is restoring them to their 70s glory. You have the hut, you got the tablecloths, the red cups, salad bars back.
And
they're getting away from
the table Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Where you play the joystick underneath the little piece of glass there.
And if I'm not mistaken, they are shrinking the menu back down to, he wants to do, which is what they built their company. They did one thing, they did it really well, and that was Pizza Hut pan pizza. It's incredible.
I loved Pizza Hut, man.
I do too. It's my favorite.
A lot of memories there too.
Bear is a big Pizza Hut guy.
It's his thing. It's his favorite pizza.
It's got the best sauce.
I do. I would love to go step back into one of those time warps. I remember
the pizza buffet.
The pizza buffet was a killer. So
it always makes me think of going to see my grandmother lived in this small town out in the middle of nowhere called Lancaster, South Carolina. It's about half an hour south of Charlotte. And I mean, there was nothing there. They had a Blockbuster and they had a Pizza Hut.
Wow.
And like I would get to go, we'd go to Pizza Hut. They also had a Ryan's Steakhouse. We sometimes go there.
The hell more did you need?
That's what I'm saying.
Pizza Hut and Blockbuster.
And we go to Blockbuster and we rent movies, and we go watch. And Grandma would let me watch anything. She taught me how to drive. She let me drive her Cadillac when I was like 10 years old.
That's crazy.
Would you sit on phone books?
That's big enough, man.
You can see over the dashboard.
Yeah, took me to drive in the cemetery.
I prefer
that. Couldn't go
You've
wrong.
told that story.
Yeah, like first you're driving slow. The roads are really paved nice, and worst thing that happens, you hit somebody. You run over somebody that's already dead. I mean,
someone visiting.
Yeah,
someone that's already dead.
How did they have I mean, that's a pretty big deal for a town that size to have a Pizza Hut, a Blockbuster, and a Ryan's.
They had a couple of other things too, but that's all I really remember. I mean, it was a small town. Still is.
What do you want? Maybe a Hardee's or Mickey D's or something. But
the lunch buffet. That's where I developed my love for. I love the thin crust pizza there.
Good thin crust, yeah.
It's kind of crackery almost.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But anyhow, this guy is like returning to their former glory. But yeah. Whoever that was on social media, I do want to go there.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that sustainable? I think a lot of people, look, let's go. Guys our age, take the family and everything. Will you make it a regular thing? Will that be able to
I don't know. If you had the right spot.
Playing that Miss Pac-Man with the little joystick underneath the thing while you're waiting on your Pizza Hut. It's great.
That might have been the first time I was exposed to. They would give you a pitcher of Coke.
Yep.
Yes.
Or Pepsi.
Good.
They were Pepsi, as I recall.
Yeah, they still are.
Unfortunately.
That was where I first got introduced to the red pepper.
Crushed red pepper on there is good. A little Parmesan.
Mistake, yeah. Parmesan. The chocolate pudding in those salad bars is incredible.
I never went for that. That was where you and I part ways, my friend.
I was a fat kid. I had to have my sweet treat.
Let's talk to Phil. Good afternoon, Phil. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Phil, you there?
Yeah. How y'all doing?
Doing well. What's up, man? You talk to somebody? I hear a voice in the background there.
Well, I don't talk when y'all talk, so what's the difference?
I was just wondering, just curious. Don't have to be so hostile. Just want to know what my friends are up to. We're all friends here.
We talk about Lane Kiffin. Everybody's gets all on the tensy, don't it? It's a serious. LSU's more serious about winning than we are. Let's get down to nut cutting time.
They certainly are not concerned with optics.
Yeah.
No. They want to win. We don't. We're not going to do what we need to do to win at a championship level at anything.
But Bob, is that fair? Is it fair to say that, quote, we don't want to win?
Oh, I think we want to win. I don't. Sometimes I do wonder if we know what it takes to win. I
think there are people at Tennessee do care about optics.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I mean, LSU's kind of in a. I mean, we can compare it to Tennessee, but I don't see anybody. Are there any other athletics departments that you think could have? Alabama is certainly win at all cost. They're not really concerned with what anybody else thinks about how they run their athletics department down there. Is there anybody else that's on that level of just college athletics piracy?
It's a good question.
Florida was to a point. I think Florida's kind of lost it in football, but they got the best. They probably had the best basketball coach in the SEC. So I mean,
I don't know.
Apparently, one thing, right?
Apparently, Michigan in football was win it all. I mean, if you look at the rap sheet on that coaching staff,
Michigan,
that they had at one
his
point.
guys.
Auburn was certainly willing to look the other way when it came to Hugh Freeze and Bruce Pearl.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Phil's right. Maybe we don't want to win.
I think more of it's our administration than it is the academic side of it. Is hurt Tennessee even back when we were winning.
I mean, what's academic about it? That's why I don't understand. Sarkisian's come out and was throwing barbs about academic differences between Texas and Ole Miss. We don't talk about this. Is not academics anymore.
Phil, I mean, you're happy with Rick Barnes, right? I know you are. Like this is going well. I don't think
a great job there.
You don't really care about. You care about baseball, but this is the football thing for you, right? Like you think Josh Heupel is kind of plateaued. But I mean,
I think yes, I do.
So what do? You blow him out of here and roll the dice?
I really see what he does this year. If he does bad, he needs to flush him right out here. I mean, because next year will be even worse.
Define bad.
We play less games at home next year.
What is bad? Like is 8-4 bad?
6-6. 6-6.
6-6 or worse. We fire Josh Heupel. Anybody want to second that motion?
I think he'd be in serious trouble if he has a team that goes 6-6.
Wasn't there an ESPN blogger today that wrote something about coaches who could be on the hot seat and included Josh and basically said what you just said?
Yeah.
Like if it goes really badly, it could go really badly.
I don't, unless we just completely collapse. So I don't see him. They won't get rid of him this year. I could see him being on an Inferno level seat the next year. 27.
What if he goes 7-5 and loses to Vanderbilt?
I'll cross that bridge and get angry about that when we get to it. No use. I mean, it's May. I don't want to get that angry right now, Phil. I don't even want to think about that.
Well, in the end, Butch Jones, Vanderbilt, he couldn't beat Vanderbilt at the end of his tenure. That's the reason why we got rid of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of them. I think it become painfully
He
obvious.
was an idiot besides that, but
I mean, this hit me today. I was reading. We had Dan Harrelson on earlier. I was reading the PC Road about must-win games, and Vanderbilt's one of them. And you know it, but you don't realize it till it's laid out there in front of you that Tennessee is only 8-6 in their last 14 games against Vanderbilt.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
That's just unacceptable, man. No world where that should be okay.
No.
Phil, good stuff, my man. We got
our quarterback leader.
Well, they did last year.
They're going to start a true freshman.
Yeah. Well, we might too.
Yeah, we might. Well, redshirt freshman. I mean, either one. I hope they make the right decision whenever they do.
Phil, we appreciate the phone call. We have to run. We got Brandon from TMG Pits coming up here in just a minute. We're going to talk about TMG Fest coming up this weekend at the Hardin Valley Event Center. We'll be broadcasting live there with Basilio tomorrow, and we'll tell you more about the grilling and barbecue event of the year when we continue next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us
Baron Walker through the glass this afternoon. And we got Brandon with TMG Pits on the phone line. You've been hearing about TMG Fest for a couple of weeks now here on Fan Run, and we are about 48 hours away from the big event Saturday afternoon at the Hardin Valley Event Center. We will be broadcasting there live on site tomorrow to help get you ready. And Brandon, good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing really good. Thanks for jumping on with us. We're excited, man, about this event and really excited about the food, most of all, Brandon. I mean, just looking through some of the notes and the website over at tmgfest.com, this is going to be, and as you know, tickets are like $20, right? I mean, this is a great dinner, basically, on your Saturday night.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for 2 to 9, come out. It's $20 right now online. It'll go up to the 30 on Saturday, so get them now. But we're going to have all kinds of stuff. Obviously, you come in, you automatically get 6 wings and 3 rib bones from any competitor that you want to get it from. But then we have a bunch of social media creators that are doing live fire. So like true, build the coals on the ground on a table. You're going to have full hogs, lambs, goat, chicken, tomahawks, picanha, some smoked Philly cheesesteak sliders. I mean, anything you can think of that could be on a grill, we're going to have it.
Now, if I bring Bear's a vegan,
I am not.
If I bring him, will there be something? Will you have something for my vegan friends?
I've got some sides going on, and obviously, when you do live fire, a lot of times we'll have hanging fruit and vegetables. Also, that it kind of makes it look better anyway. And so we'll have that. So there's going to be more than just meat, but it's going to be a lot of meat.
There you go, Bear. We'll fix up some tofu or something for you.
Tofu. I don't know about tofu, but
no, okay.
It's not going to cut it for me. I'm going in for the meats. I've been a follower of TMG for a while.
Oh yeah,
yeah, awesome. I love that.
Your videos on TikTok are great.
So talk
yes, sir.
Talk to us about the. I read here 15 pit masters from across the country. So these are obviously not your everyday, backyard
weekend warriors.
Yeah, just out there grilling burgers and whatnot. These folks, when they become pit masters, what's that criteria? I mean, is there
great question
like competition that they've got to go through to get to this level?
Well, not necessarily. So, but here's what's going on. So obviously we build pits, we ship them across the world, 17 countries, every state in the U.S., but we build some monsters. So people pull in, they never believe how big they are. So there's a lot of guys who own restaurants, that compete, that do catering, whatever it may be. So that's the pit masters. They run these pits every single day. They can cook for thousands of people. So we've got guys coming in from New York City, Orlando, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Carolinas, Kansas, Kentucky. We have tickets sold as far as Canada right now, California. So obviously we have a broad reach. And we're bringing all those guys back, and they're all on TMG Pits to show Knoxville how it's done across the world.
Brandon with TMG Pits is with us. It's TMG Fest coming up Saturday afternoon at Hardin Valley Event Center, Hardin Valley Road. They are in the Creekside Professional Park. This is where our friends over at Volunteer Pharmacy are located. So they're back there. And the cool thing is, Brandon, like people listening to this are like, what are these guys talking? Like, have you seen the sky? Have you seen the forecast? But you guys have a controlled pavilion. We're going to be in the dry, and this thing is going on rain or shine, and it's going to be outstanding.
Correct. So, I mean, it rained a lot today. We're all sitting here dry. We got 23,000 square foot that's covered. It's basically an open air arena. It's a half a football field. It's the old Johnny Longs. And so the barbecue teams are backing up to that pavilion. The live fire is inside. So once you get here, you're in the dry. We got live music, we have DJs throughout the day, and most importantly, like I said, we got some social media creators that when people get here, they're going to see that these guys have been on their favorite TV shows about cooking all across the world.
I'm just looking at the layout here too. They talk about event features, beer, of course, music, food samples all day. I'm going to be out of town, so I'm frankly a little pissed about this because this would be right up my alley. But then you've got
fresh... You'll be there in spirit, Bob. You'll be there in spirit.
Absolutely. And then they've got fresh, hot fries. So I guess everybody loves French fries, right? But that kind of surprised me when we're talking meat and everything else.
He said sides.
Yeah.
You got to have your sides. You got to have your fries.
Well, every time we go to a festival, all we do is eat meat. At the end of the day, you get the meat sweat. So you know what? Let's get something besides just meat that we can guarantee. We sell fryers with a lot of our cookers because guys get a whole catering package. We'll have a sink, fryers, and that. So you know what? Let's just bring the fryers in. We'll take care of that on site. And that way, you got a little bit something else besides just meat.
Brandon, will you guys be bringing White Lightning with you out there?
Do what?
Will White Lightning be out there?
What? White Lightning. White Lightning will not be out here, but I got something cool for you guys. It's the world's first ever toilet smoker. Okay, so it's actually we're teamed up with Duke. We're teamed up with Duke White, and so they bought a toilet smoker. So I've got it out here. It's a Memphis Cowboy out here running it. Really cool setup. Everyone just flocks to it because it looks like a toilet. We custom built it, so it'll be out here, and then yeah.
Are you asking him if booze is like we're going to have
no?
moonshine
They've
there?
got. You can describe it. This is like if you win the Powerball, you get this.
Okay, now I know he's a true follower because we posted that one up a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. Called the White Lightning. It was all whited out. It was a big trailer smoker. First one was done all white. The customer had a GMC Denali all whited out on white wheels on 24s. Beautiful. So it matched his truck. And so we called it White Lightning because we're from East Tennessee. Why not call it White Lightning?
So it's like a long box, metal box, and then the sides raise up, and it's got. I couldn't imagine thousands of people you could feed off this.
Well, that sounds fun. I just make sure that none of you guys are like passed out drunk on the side.
No. So we're gonna have beer here, but there is no liquor here. We got to watch these barbecue guys. They like to drink hard.
Well, yeah, I don't want anybody bringing shame and disgrace upon the Fan Run family here either. Right. So, what is the toilet smoker again? Did I hear that correctly?
That's correct. So, I mean, it's a steel smoker, so it's not an actual toilet, but it looks identical to a toilet. We got contracted with Dude Wipes to build it, and so basically, it's on a big off-road package. We wheel it in and out. It's a grill, and so we'll be grilling up some burgers on it and just throwing a party on it.
Let's go.
So tickets right now, $20. Like you said, they go up in price later. What did I? Maybe you caught. Didn't catch this. What comes with that besides just admission?
So here's what comes with it. So I mean, we all know nowadays you can even go to any restaurant and eat for $20.
No,
but you get 6 chicken wings. So basically, this is a chicken wing and rib cook-off for the teams that are here. So each team is responsible for also feeding the public. So 6 chicken wings, 3 rib bones come with your ticket. Now, after that, we have social media creators that's going to have the whole hog. The hillbilly toe cakes with 4 pork on top of them, the Philly cheesesteak sliders, we have a gator. So all those samples are going to be given out also in addition to what you get when you walk in, those 6 chicken wings and 3 rib bones.
All right. So ain't nobody leaving hungry from TMG Fest.
No one's leaving hungry. No. Live music. We're going to have a fun time too.
Is it true that Basilio's band is going to be playing on Saturday?
He is playing. So the craziest part of this is one of his good friends, Rob Trunks, are going to start building smokers. And so Rob is a heck of a cook, an inspiration to us. So we're bringing Rob back too, and he's actually doing a seafood bowl. So it's not just barbecue. So Rob, like I said, Rob's a great cook, seafood bowl, and Basilio will be playing. His band will be playing.
This just keeps getting better. I do have to warn you, though. You are aware that Basilio, when he performs in public, performs shirtless and in skin-tight black leather leggings.
I don't care what he does.
Okay.
It's a barbecue festival.
I just want everybody to know what we're getting into right now.
That's fine. Let them. We'll put them on live. We'll stream them.
We'll do it live.
So this thing, it sounds like, I mean, it's a happening, obviously, for carnivores like us. We all are drawn to it. But if you've got a spouse or a significant other who might not be into that but wants to come along, it looks like you guys, there's also going to be some local food trucks there offering other kinds of food.
There is a few local food trucks. And then the best thing, too, is I've got a few of our guys that do like great dessert. Obviously, you eat barbecue. They own restaurants. They got great dessert here too. They're bringing sides. Everyone's trying to put a show on. See, there's also an award for the best show. And so that's key because I told them, hey, your judge on show is also what else you come up with. So, yeah, we got a few dessert trucks on top of it, but the barbecue guys also will be throwing down some dessert.
This is going to be fun, man. Everybody go check it out. TMGfest.com. Get your ticket today. Only $20 to get in the door and check some of this stuff out. Fan Run's going to be down there. It's going to be a great time. Saturday, Hardin Valley Event Center. This is in the Creekside Professional Park, Hardin Valley Road. You can't miss it. Very easy to find, and this is going to be a really good time. So, Brandon, we're looking forward to it. Anything else our audience needs to be aware of as it pertains to TMG Fest?
Hey, come hungry, leave happy, guys. Show up Saturday, rain or shine. We're throwing it down. We're in the dry. TMGfest.com. And obviously tomorrow you guys are going to be here live. So come out and let's have a good time.
Let's do it. All right, Brandon. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you,
guys.
Yep.
People are asking where are we seeing the menu items and stuff. You can go to tmgpits.com to get a little more information.
Scroll down. They've got a fest.
Yeah.
Then you can click on.
For TMG Fest, yeah.
I sent you guys a video of the toilet smoker. It's incredible looking.
I'll tell you what.
Also visit Knoxville.com. It's got a bunch of info on it as well.
I'll tell you what, if Rob Troxler is the one making stuff on the menu, it'll all be good.
You know him?
Yeah, he's a really good family friend of mine.
Good.
He is a fantastic cook. You will not be disappointed.
All right.
You know there's going to have banana pudding's going to be it's going to be a good weekend, Russ.
It is.
It's one of my favorite weekends of the year.
And we don't have to worry about the baseball Vols disappointing us.
Going to enjoy barbecue, Indy 500.
When do the brackets come out? When does
Monday.
Monday.
Okay. Come out on Memorial Day.
All right. That'll be fun. It'll be fun.
A lot of chatter on the live chat about what Kentucky Pitmasters, how they would do things.
I mean, they sell these things like nationwide.
Are we taking shots? Is that what's happening on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coastal Vol says, I assume the Kentucky Pitmasters only use charcoal. And then Michael Mote says, no, they use a acetylene torch. And then Big Dog in West Tennessee said, I thought Kentucky Pitmasters used a pack of heaters for smoking.
It's just mean.
We're doing the real thing.
Yeah.
This weekend.
I'm telling you, I'm a little jealous. I got to be honest. I'll be very happy where I'm at, but man, I got some.
Are you going to the 500?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't missed it. And well, I did miss it. I had COVID in 2021, so I couldn't go.
All right. I got a couple of questions about that when we continue. Open up the phone lines here as well. Would love to hear from the audience at 865-966-3435. 966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Miss any of your favorite Fan Run show? Listen to the podcast on our free Fan Run Radio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2 and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pitmasters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, you get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage your fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. tmgfest.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Ball fan.
Free fan run app, a variety of ways for you to experience the program this afternoon. We have a podcast presented by our friends at Broadway Carpets. Check them out, broadwaycarpets.com, and go back and check out some of the earlier portion of the show. If you missed anything, we do have Jake Crane from Crane and Cone coming up here in hour number 3. Always fun to visit with him. And we'll get into some of this big picture college football talk that you've heard a lot of this week with the Big Ten meetings going on, and we're going to hear a lot of next week when we get into the SEC meetings. And Greg Sankey's been noticeably quiet lately, and other voices have filled the vacuum. I don't think he can be quiet next week. He's going to be expected to have a position on not just the college football playoff and how many teams are going to be in it, but the future of NIL rules, the future of conferences, whether or not the SEC, the Big Ten can coexist. And he knows it. He's going to have his answers prepared. Like, he's very diligent about that and knows exactly what he's going to say, a lot of legalese and lawyer stuff. So it will be very interesting to hear what he and, of course, the coaches and administrators who are down there have to say as well.
Yeah, I think the elephant in the room for him, too, thanks to Tony Petitti, this week's going to be that topic of secession, right, for the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah.
The Big Ten started chirping about that this week and got people talking, and everybody's going to want to know what's on Sankey's mind when it comes to that topic.
Michael Moats calls Ed and Lane the gruesome twosome. That's kind of mean. Maybe Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe.
Jason Scheck says, legend has it the Chapman Highway Pizza Hut still has a lunch buffet.
The one in
supposedly the one up here on Level Road did. Now, I went by there one time. I was going to take. I think
aren't buffets on the list?
Not Pizza Hut buffet.
That's different.
Yeah, and Stefano's buffet.
You'll take your chances at the pizza buffet?
Yeah, I was going to take Sam and Bob there using my birthday present from you, my Pizza Hut gift card. Thank you, Russ. But everybody had a sick out on him.
What about CC's?
It's trash.
Pizza Inn?
I got a soft spot for
Pizza I love Inn. The Pizza Inn.
I've gone animal, just full on, just animal. In the Pizza Inn.
Now, the Pizza Inn is only marginally more attractive than CC's and those places.
It being around,
it can be gross. Like
since our childhood.
If you get there, you get to the Pizza Inn. Bob, do you even know what we're talking about? Pizza Inn?
No, I don't.
Up there on Clinton Highway.
Yeah,
the Pizza Inn used to be a pretty big regional chain, I think.
Huge pizza buffet, and they have a salad bar and pasta and stuff like that.
I got that chocolate pudding,
But
Russ.
if you get in there at like 7 o'clock it's going to be crazy. There's going to be stuff on the floor. It's not going to be you're a little bit of roll the dice.
You got to know when to go.
A little bit of roll the dice. But they also have the cinnamon chocolate pizza. It's cinnamon toast with ice drizzle and warm chocolate chips. Maybe the best thing you will ever put in your mouth.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned Maryville still has a Mr. Gaddy's too. That's another place that does the pizza buffet. Yeah.
Gaddy's out there?
No, actually, I know the guy who owns that, as a matter of fact. Actually, a former advertiser here, Two Rivers Landing. He owns some restaurants.
Are you sitting here telling me we could have been doing live shows at Mr. Gaddy's all this time?
With the salad bar and the pizza.
And the big screen TV
with
the projection screen. The game room, Bob.
I've not been to this one, but yes.
Kids today they have no idea the joy of the first day of the NCAA tournament going to Gaddy's or Stefano's.
We used to go there after swim meets.
The one right down there in Bearden?
I was on like a neighborhood swim team. Oh, that was so much fun.
Which one was yours?
That needs to remain secret. But anyway, we would have you would go in there after the swim meet. Like, hey, everybody's going to Gaddy's over there on Bearden Hill. And looking back on it now, like the employees of the Mr. Gaddy's, probably when they saw like 50 kids and their parents storm in.
Oh God, especially with swim team
they're probably like, oh my God.
It's going to be 50 kids. They're all starving to death because they're swimmers.
But for some reason, I remember being in there after one of those swim meets. This must have been 1989 or 90 because it was the first, it was the all-star game at Wrigley Field. Remember when they put the lights on? It was like the first night game.
At Wrigley?
At Wrigley. They put the lights up there so they could have the all-star game. And I remember watching that at Gaddy's with all my friends, just pigging out.
That's so sad that place is gone.
Oh, man, good times.
My brother ate 28 pieces of pizza in there one night.
Big Dog, West Tennessee, says, as a kid, nothing beat a personal pan pepperoni pizza after completing the Pizza Hut Book It program.
Yeah, you ain't lying, brother. That's where I discovered my love of reading. I read voraciously to get those things.
Bear reads the articles. I don't think I ever finished one of those. I remember they would try and like lure you into
the book at the
stuff like that.
Like
Yeah,
that.
I could never do it.
I like to read, so. And my dad ruled our TV with an iron fist.
Coastal Vols says Phil never wants anyone to know who he's with. I think it's him, Titans Bill, and W. Lynn all huddled around a flip phone. Sadly,
it's
that's
not Titans
probably
Bill.
not that far off.
Because he's had beef with him.
Who? Phil has with Titans Bill?
Yeah, I think so. Phil's had beef with everybody.
Another person says, I agree. If Danny keeps him at 6-6, then they both get run out of town on a rail. Danny won't risk that. You think Danny would fire Josh Heupel if they went 6-6?
No.
Depends what kind of 6-6 it is.
Man, look at this guy. It's 6-6. Things have gone terribly wrong.
There's no such thing as a good 6-6. But my point is, if they're
not
getting,
with 3 bye games, there's not.
If they're getting their head handed to them in games and stuff, that could be the end of the road.
I don't know. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If that happened in a hypothetical, and we had to blow both of them out, but it increased our chances. If Tony crashes out in San Francisco, we get Tony back. Would you take that?
I mean, there's just I don't think that one is going to have much to do with the other.
I just don't think there's any way Tony comes back if Danny White's here.
No, but if football fails, we're hiring and we blow Danny White out. And I hate having this conversation. Like, where are we? What happened? How did we get here?
You took a phone call from Phil.
Oh yeah. That'll do it.
Hope you're happy, Phil.
Calhoun's Carp just said Heupel is not getting fired after next season. Bunch of mouth breathers. I
don't think so, but nothing is impossible this day.
Yeah, again, if it's an ugly 6-6,
if we're not competitive,
yeah, exactly.
We're talking about starting a freshman quarterback.
Kentucky comes in here and slaps us around. We're not competitive at Vanderbilt. Yeah,
you get a 9-game SEC schedule.
And Danny White's over there saying, "Wait a minute, these people want me fired. I'm going to fire this guy Heupel, who I didn't really want to give the job to, if we're being honest, the first place anyway, and go and try and restart my clock by hiring a new coach."
I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is all pretty grim stuff, and I don't think it will come to this, but all these sunshine pumpers that are like, it's impossible. He's not going. Like, you just don't know that, man. Nobody knows anything month to month anymore, let alone year to year.
I'm not pumping sunshine. I think it would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it would be utterly ridiculous given what he's done so far here.
Absolutely ridiculous.
He's done a really good job, if not great.
You have to be very, very careful. And you'd almost have to be like one of these schools where they've already got the next hire lined up.
Yeah, because, a lot of it is just luck, sheer blind luck.
It is, but the job would probably be a lot more attractive this time around than it was last time.
Sure, but again, it's still, even if it is attractive,
who we go and get?
It's still a crapshoot. Guys don't want to leave comfortable places.
Brian Kelly's available.
I don't want that guy. That's a sleaze bag. He was mailing it at LSU.
You know who's available?
I love Tennessee.
Oh, my God.
I love Tennessee. I got a lot of orange blood in my body.
That's who they ought to bring in to be the color guy.
John Gruden.
He went from Monday Night Football head coach of the Oakland Raiders to being the sidekick on Vols. I mean, like, no offense. We would all love to have that job. It's a great job, but talk about John Gruden, man.
It's not like his only job, but it would be pretty cool if we had.
So cool.
He would be so good at it.
He would.
He'd orange it up. He's got a lot of orange blood in him, Russ.
What is Faison thinking right there?
Spider too.
You can't stand back there and hold it, Faison. You got to let it throw. You got to let it fly, buddy. Faison's Milkshake says, Quarles making too much at Webb. George Quarles.
I'm sure they're good for it.
Right down the road. You don't think Tennessee could hire your high school football coach away, Walker?
Nope. Spartan.
I really hate that I miss old Jeeker. Imagine how happy he'd be, the biggest Webb fan in the world right now, wouldn't he, Russ?
Faison's Milkshake wants to know if Heupel's son is going to be leading the Rebs next season. I think I have heard that. Does Heupel have a son going to West?
I think so.
How much fun is that going to be?
For you, probably pretty good. The last time my high school had a bunch of Tennessee coaches' kids there, we won a couple of state championships and pretty much destroyed everybody.
You're going to walk back your verbal barbs and everything when little hype's under center for the Rebs?
Hell no. I'm going to go back on that. Are you going to go back on calling my stadium the Butch Bowl?
I just want to. What reason do I have? You like Josh Heupel. Or are you going to be taking shots at his son?
Because he's going to be a West High Rebel. That's how these things work.
Getting a great education at 3300 Sutherland Avenue. Can't wait for high school football.
He probably wants to go somewhere where he can be developed better, be a Division I prospect, but
oh, you mean like the Peace kid who's committed to Tennessee right now? That kind of D1 prospect?
Who's the best player to come out of West High School?
Probably former New York Jets punter Chuck Ramsey back in the day.
Yeah,
probably him.
awesome.
Who was the kid that played at Georgia Tech that had a cup of coffee?
Nathan Cottrell.
He's pretty damn fast.
He could move a little bit.
You think? Who else? Y'all had some good basketball players over the years. Of course, SFP.
Wow.
I mean, my alma mater is the only one with a sitting head coach in the Southeastern Conference. Can you say that, Webby Walker?
No. We had an NFL quarterback, but
all pro. I'll give you that. You don't have anybody that's, Pennington's not going in the Hall.
I never said he was.
Like Harrison probably should.
Harrison might be a Hall of Famer, borderline.
Bob, do you just sort of go into an alternate state when we start ranking our high school alma maters based on most successful athletes to come out of
guy.
Who's the most successful spark plug? Is it you? Are you the most successful spark plug?
God, I hope not.
Don't sell yourself short. You started the Howard Stern show.
Any car drivers out of those guys?
No.
No spark plugs made it to the track?
No. I'll tell you one thing, though. There is a kid who was recruited out of my high school that's on that. He was on that Indiana University national championship team.
Which one?
Which one? What do you mean?
Basketball?
No, football.
Like just this year.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, cool.
A spark plug on the Hoosiers, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Stay with us. Quitting time just around the corner. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Is your smile ready for the spotlight? Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and at Knoxville Smiles, we make every visit a reason to smile. From routine cleanings to dazzling cosmetic treatments, our experienced team uses the latest technology to keep your teeth healthy and your smile bright. With a warm, welcoming atmosphere and personalized care, we're here to make sure you leave feeling your best. Don't wait. Your perfect smile is just a call away. Book your appointment today at 865-539-1776 or online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive as we begin our third and final hour with the Top 5 at 5, brought to you this afternoon by TMGFest.com. Check it out. TMG Fest hits Saturday in Hardin Valley. We're going to be there. Hope to see you as well. Walker, what you got?
Thanks, Russ. At number 1, following the Vols' loss to Arkansas yesterday, D1 Baseball has updated its NCAA tournament projections and has Tennessee headed to a familiar place. The outlet predicts that the Vols will be headed to the Southern Miss Regional as a number 2 seed alongside TCU and Illinois Chicago. Tennessee played in the Hattiesburg Regional back in 2024.
So you're playing TCU and Hattiesburg in the first game. Let's just pretend for the sake of argument that Landon Mack is unavailable. Hopefully he is available. Bob, you're saying save Coons for game 2. Test your luck with Blanco game 1. Anything you've seen the past couple of outings from Blanco change your mind on that? As somebody at the text box said, he's given up like 8 home runs in the last 4 outings.
Yeah, he's only given up, I think, 17 the entire season, but half of those have come in the last couple of outings. I don't know. I mean, I'd still be okay with him going in that early game and not the, presumably the 2 versus 1 matchup.
I mean, I guess the argument could be made that they're both going to have to pitch.
Right.
So you might as well make sure you do whatever you can to be playing in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to raise the question, like, if Landon Mack isn't going, at what game do you think you might start Appenzeller in a regional?
I mean, that's another great question because you have to save him.
Would you think about maybe starting him against TCU? Or that
no, I think you're starting one of your top 2 guys. I don't think you're getting that cute with it. No. Now, I do think that you could kind of play it by ear as far as how does that first game go? If you start Coons and he gives you 7 or 8 innings, like I don't know if you can run rule somebody in that tournament, but best case scenario, you don't use anybody in your bullpen, then you've got all kinds of options. But if you're in a tight game and you got to go to Arvidsson, then that basically takes it. If you win, that kind of takes Appenzeller off the table for the second game because you're going to be saving him for a third game. Getting Mack back is so...
It's crucial. It is critical.
Yeah. It is critical, Butch Jones.
It's critical.
I'm just thinking more on the lines of, obviously if you can't lose the first game in a regional, you almost never make it out. But when you look at the regional, you look at the matchup against the best team that'd be in there, which is probably going to be Southern Miss if they're the one hosting. If you have to, I mean, Appenzeller was awesome in his start against South Carolina. Granted, it was South Carolina. But is there any thought to saving Coons for that matchup against the 1 seed? Because, I mean,
that's what I was saying.
Evan Blanco he's not trending well right now. He's had a really bad month of May.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million different ways you could attack it. I kind of lean towards Blanco and then saving Coons. That is a little bit of a gamble. The other thing here is, like, you're going to be going to, like, 2 weeks since we've seen Tegan Coons. So he should be fresh, but you also hope he's not rusty.
No, hope not. At number 2, the Players Era Tournament announced its schedule for next season, which has the Vols set to play a familiar face. Tennessee's first game will be against Maryland and former Vols guard Bishop Boswell, who started almost every game last season in orange. And that game will be on November 24th. The game, Tennessee will then play either San Diego State or Iowa State in the second game on November 26th, and then a potential matchup against 3 or 4 teams on the 28th.
It's certainly kind of taken over the preseason tournament market.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the big teams are there now. And granted, it's a really weird format. Like, we talked about it around this time last year about how, hey, we won both our games, but we're not playing in the championship. Like, I don't know how this works, but it's a good way to ensure that all these good teams are playing other good teams for their resumes and just for good November basketball.
Have you seen this 8-team tournament, the Blue Blood tournament that they're talking about putting together starting in 2027? That's going to go.
I think I've heard the name. I don't know who's in it.
It's going to collide with the Players Era. It's so 8 schools. It's Duke can't do it because they're doing this new deal with Amazon Prime Video, but it's like Carolina, Kentucky, Gonzaga, Arizona. It's a bunch of good schools. Indiana's in there, which I think's a little revisionist history more than anything. They're not that good right now. But it's 8 teams. Michigan's in there too. But see, Michigan is committed for 3 years to the Players Era, which means in 2027 they'd still be doing Players Era. And again, they happen at right about the same time. So, but that's where this is headed, man. It's going to be all these gargantuan tournaments with some of the best in it.
I hate it for the Maui Invitational.
I think the Maui and Atlantis will be able to survive, but a lot of the thing at Disney World, and there's always some sort of pop-up event in like Brooklyn, or like I think some of that stuff will probably go away. But I think I hope there's room for the Maui Invitational.
I mean, that's so too.
Classic piece of American.
I love it.
Basketball Americana.
Need it.
This thing's called the Diamond Cup.
The Diamond Cup.
Arizona, Michigan, Kentucky, Indiana, North Carolina, Connecticut, Gonzaga, and Kansas.
Sounds like a soccer tournament. The Diamond Cup.
And Kansas was in Players Era too, so they gotta work this thing out.
Just throwing out ideas. I guess it's a no bad ideas meeting about stuff in college basketball. At number 3, Eagles linebacker Nolan Smith Jr. was arrested on Friday and accused of speeding and reckless driving in Georgia. According to notes taken by a member of the sheriff's office that night, Smith was clocked going 135 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone on the interstate. Smith is the latest former or current Georgia player to be arrested for driving offenses.
At least he's not actually on the team. I mean, that's what Georgia fans are telling themselves. Oh, we can't be held accountable for this one.
Right.
It's not our fault.
Golly,
was
man.
In Georgia.
How fast was he going?
135 and a 70.
That's not even possible.
Joseph.
I'm sorry, officer. I didn't see the sign.
My bad.
Was I speeding?
Did I miss it? What'd I miss?
135 miles per hour? Dude, what are you doing? You're a star NFL football player. You're going to die. Do you not know who Henry Ruggs is? Did you not? You know who that is, right? You saw that?
Yeah. Guys got to be smarter, man. Got to be smarter.
You really should be locked up for that. I'm not talking about like throw away the key, but a week or two in a really not nice place just to sort of drive home the severity. Here's what you have to lose.
Can't do that.
You're doing 135 miles per hour on a public road. I mean, how is that not? Like, you are a menace. You're going to kill somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look. Not a good look. They got to figure out what's going on with these Georgia players in Georgia.
I mean,
something's got to be
done.
Figure out
what's going on. Like it's pretty obvious what's going on. They don't care. They don't care about the rules of society. This has been happening for a long, and they're not going to care until you start locking some of these dudes up and making examples of them.
Yeah,
people have already died. People have already been killed, and it hasn't stopped. It keeps happening. Guess what? It's going to happen again. You'll have another one next month. I guarantee you. The next 4 weeks, another Georgia player will be arrested for speeding, driving recklessly. They don't care.
Kirby Smart's never going to let that happen, though. It's not going to let his guys get locked up.
Well, then it's going to keep happening, and people are going to keep dying.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. At number 4, after blowing a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 1, the Cavaliers look to even the series against the Knicks in Game 2 tonight of the Eastern Conference Finals. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. on ESPN.
I'll give it to the NBA, man. These series are fun.
Yeah,
it was a fun game last night.
These Spurs-Thunder game, it's like basketball crack. It's so good. It's so good. I know we were talking a little bit about how, especially on the Spurs side, it got a little sloppy towards the end. Like, Stephon Castles had back-to-back games with 9+ turnovers, and it shows, hey man, these are a really young team.
He also had one of the sickest dunks I've ever seen.
Oh, Steph, he did have the dunk on Chet.
It was the other guy. It was the big German dude.
No, it was Hartenstein.
It was
Hartenstein, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It was dunk-ish because he kind of just threw it in, but still, the elevation on that was incredible, man.
Yeah, man.
And did you see Wemby's reaction to it?
Oh yeah, I saw
just
the screen grab. It's
they
like
had a
oh
reverse
my
angle
God.
shot of him running down the court, and Wemby's just mouthing the words like "wow," just like constantly.
And multiple guards now for the Spurs hurt, so
they got to get Fox back.
Yeah, Fox needs to come back. I doubt we'll see. We might not see Dylan Harper again, who's he's a rookie, number 2 pick in the draft last year. He's awesome. Had a hamstring thing at the end of that game, which really sucks. Really sucks.
Feels like this might not be their year. If those guys can't go, that would.
But that just again speaks to like the athleticism out there, because I thought Oklahoma City played fantastic, and San Antonio was committed like 700 turnovers, and they still were hanging around till about a minute to go in the game. I mean, it was incredible.
I could watch those two teams play for the rest of my life. They're just so good. They're so
felt
good.
like Oak City was getting a pretty nice whistle.
They always do, don't they?
They sure do.
They sure
I saw
do.
the compilation of SGA taking dive after dive.
So you're aware now?
Did you see one time Hartenstein grabbed Castle's hair?
Oh, yeah. Hartenstein was grabbing Wemby the entire game. And towards the end of the game, SGA gets called for an offensive foul, and I thought I was seeing things that never happened.
I'm telling you, Bear, you might want to jump in here.
I saw Wemby. Wemby's a habitual foot in the lane. He was.
Did you see Chet stomp on his foot?
Yeah.
That had a little Pistons to it, didn't it?
Yeah, I like Chet.
You like Chet?
Chet.
Yeah. Wemby cheating like that. He was in the damn lane before the shot went up multiple times last night. Chet said so.
Time.
Wemby and Chet.
That's a pretty good battle.
Wemby hates Chet.
Well,
It's
yeah,
so
they
funny.
need to. If the NBA were smart, they would nurture that. They would water that feud, nourish the hatred.
Chet looks like he smells bad,
and Wemby doesn't.
No, Wemby looks
Wemby's-
fresh. Like
Wemby's
Chet
good
looks
looking
like he
dude.
doesn't put on deodorant in a effort to annoy people.
Hippie, a little bit of a hippie look.
Like
But
Bill.
They said that. Oh man, who's the guy from the Spurs and the Raptors? Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi.
That Brian Williams said that he stunk to high heavens
I did see that.
when
They
they
hated
played
guarding him.
against San Diego State in the NCAA tournament.
Called him a stinky. I can't.
He said it smelled kind of mildewy.
So they
and
called him a smelly something. I can't say on the air.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought I saw it was on Twitter. He said something about the word mildew was used in reference.
You've said Drazen Petrovic. I think it's kind of a Euro thing. Like you come out there, no deodorant. You smell like a pile of dog crap, and you're just like, yeah, this is how we do it in my country.
It's intimidation. If you can't take it, don't guard me.
Drazen was a bad man.
Yeah.
He was
R.I.P.
really
in
good.
peace.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Figured you would say that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, finish up for us, Walkman.
And at number 5, a New York man was arrested after police said he was drunk while attempting to collect a friend who had been picked up for drunk driving. The 25-year-old arrived at the sheriff's office on May 16th where he drove into a restricted area of the facility rather than the public parking lot to pick up his friend. A deputy approached him and quickly suspected he was intoxicated. Following a set of field sobriety tests, the driver was placed under arrest for a DWI and joined his friend in the.
They got to share a cell. That's nice. At least they got to hang out together.
I think so.
Hey man, I'm drunk. Can you come pick me up? I don't know, man. I'm drunk too. It'll be all right. Come on down. All right, I'll be right over.
I mean, the only kind of story that you hear better than this is when the cops bust a drug dealer and the phone keeps ringing. And the cops just keep telling me, yeah, sure, come on over. I can take care of you.
Oh, I've never seen that. Really?
Yeah, that's happened.
Oh.
Once. Smashed. Sure, come on over.
You got anything? Yeah, man, I got the stuff.
Smashed.
Dave's not here. Thank you, Walker. That is the top 5 at 5. TMGfest.com. We will be there tomorrow getting ready for the event, which is Saturday, from 2 until 9 p.m. If you want to swing by and see us there tomorrow, you can kind of check out the former Johnny Long facility, see what it's going to be like, and get your tickets while you're there, all that good stuff. We'll have Smokies tickets for giveaway. If you come up and see us, say, hey, I'm listening to Fan Run Radio this afternoon, we'll hook you up with some tickets to go see the Knoxville Smokies over at the Cove.
This would have fit into Walker's kicker on top 5 at 5. Did you see this story about the lady who in New York City died from falling through a manhole?
I did see this.
Oh, no.
I didn't. It was a little bit.
Was she on her phone just walking?
I don't know.
She pulled up on the street. Maybe she was on her phone, but just as luck would have it, the manhole was open and right by where she parked, and she opened up the door and stepped out and just dropped.
Well, what's that, like 15 feet?
10, 12 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They say over like 8 feet, most falls are fatal.
Yeah.
It's really easy to die.
I mean, chances are one of us will die from a fall.
Who would you
Is that
put?
true?
Who would you put your money on?
Who's not getting on a
Come
ladder
on.
out of the 4 of us?
Come on. Who has recently fallen out of their chair?
Yeah, you would think that would be like,
You're going to act like you're not most likely to die from a fall out here. I'm not saying
yeah, because I fall free. I'm aware of my limitations, and I'm not getting on anything high enough to where it could kill me if I fell. I just kind of bounce.
I don't think you bounce, bud. I think you splat. That's what you do.
I'm glad you have so much fun with it. It's probably somebody like you. You're the one who gets up on the roof.
Well,
I think about it all the time.
And you've got, I looked up last time I was that Christmas?
I've got a huge,
I was walking my car and I looked back and I kind of looked up towards that back corner of your house. I was like, that's pretty damn high off the ground there.
You get on your roof, Bob?
Nope.
I'll pay somebody to get on his roof.
I love getting on my roof, but I have often thought,
it's not
if I fall off the roof and I'm paralyzed, will I be able to reach in my pocket and get my phone and call for help?
So a friend of mine, he owns a window cleaning company. He said he's not afraid of falling. He always says, I'm afraid of surviving the fall.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like that guy who went off his motorbike on the Dragon 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And was alive, but he couldn't move. He was at the bottom of a ravine.
He's like the guy in the one video.
For 2 or 3 days.
Ooh.
Just laying there, and they finally came and got him. He survived, but he was
awful.
Paralyzed.
Good God.
I don't know what happened to him, but he was just stuck down there for 2 or 3 days, and it was like a miracle. I guess, I don't know if they started looking for him when they realized he was gone or something, but they got him out of there.
Oh, man. I mean, to be fair, in the past year or so, the worst fall was not by bear.
Magic Mike wants to know one thing and one thing only.
That is true. You went to the hospital.
Will they have sausage at the TMG Fest?
I love sausage. I'm a big sausage guy.
I mean, I fell down a flight of
love sausage.
Stone stairs at Old Ben Franklin.
I love sausage.
Made the noise. Embarrassed myself.
I love sausage.
Is that the noise you made?
You.
I love sausage. I love sausage. I love sausage.
You got smashed. Pitched forward while taking, relieving yourself.
It happens, man.
Outside.
Concussed.
I love sausage.
Little rust in hand.
Survived.
And then
not just surviving, thriving.
And then got
thriving
in front of your kid brothers and their wives.
Love sausage.
Hey, man, ain't nothing to be embarrassed about over here.
Oh, my God.
That may have been the funniest text I ever got from you.
I love sausage.
Stay with us. Jake Crane of Crane and Cone joins us when we continue. We talk college football with Jake on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This week is a huge week for your Knoxville Smokies.
Don't have your tickets yet? It's not too late. Join us Tuesday as we honor our incredible law enforcement. And Wednesday is all you can eat. The weekend is kicking off with one of our favorites, Margaritaville. Food and drink specials all night long with that island feel and post-game concert and fireworks. Saturday, it's not only a doubleheader, but it's Grateful Dead night and fireworks. We end the week with our day game of the week on Sunday. It's jam-packed, so get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Through the glass on this dreary Thursday afternoon here in East Tennessee. Thanks for tuning into the show. And Jake Crane of Crane and Cone with On3 Sports is here. Hello, Jake.
Guys, how's it going?
Hey, man, it's going very well. You know, this college football offseason is already turning into a memorable one on many different fronts. Let's start with the SEC Big Ten Cold War that's brewing here. And what do you think Greg Sankey's public stance, excuse me, should be next week at their SEC spring meetings when microphones get stuck in his face and he's asked about the 2014 playoff and all that?
Well, you know, I think sometimes people forget that Greg Sankey works at the pleasure of the president. And, you know, there's things he wants to do that he has on his agenda, but his job, whether you like it or not, is to do what they want to do and what he thinks and they think are best. So, look, at the end of the day, I don't think you back down from what you believe. Now, can the SEC hold out against the other three? I think they could. But, again, at the end of the day, it feels like it's going to go to 24, man. I mean, I think, you know, it's going to be hard to break up the college football oligarchy, even though the SEC is a big part of that. I just think eventually they're going to have to do it just like he did with the 9-game conference schedule. I mean, he fought that, but then he ended up, you know, capitulating. So he'll probably come out and have the same stance, fight it as long as he can. But eventually, you know, you can't just break away and do your own thing as the SEC. You know, if the Big Ten was on board, you're swinging a lot different stick, but they're the only ones kind of holding out. And I think he's going to continue to parrot that, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome.
Hey, Jake, thanks for joining us, man. Continuing on that topic, because we saw a lot of flexing and peacocking a little bit from Tony Petitti in the Big Ten. If Sankey kind of comes around on this, or when he comes around on this part of it, as far as the playoff field, this whole concept came up again of, you know, Big Ten and SEC. Maybe I use the term, it's a little rogue, but seceding from the rest of, you know, the power conferences, et cetera.
Yeah.
Do we think that that's a thing? It's not right now, of course, but I mean, because, you know, now you got some other conference, power conference ADs saying, you know, go do it, you know, if you want to. I mean, do you think this is just a ploy by the Big Ten and SEC to try to continue to get the clearinghouse stuff in order at the NCAA level? Or do you think this really could be real?
I just, with the way that TV rights are and the way this thing works, I just don't see a world in which the Big Ten and the SEC break off and do their own thing and not bring the ACC or the Big 12 or you know, both of them with them. Now, what I find more interesting is if you really wanted to do that, let's say you were the Big Ten and the SEC and you really wanted to do that, to me, the best way to do that is to go snatch the best teams that are left in the Big 12 and the ACC. Just do what we've seen happen in the past. Go take Clemson, go take Miami, go take Florida State, go take North Carolina, take all the big dogs, and look at the way the Pac-12 looks now. Well, what happened? All the teams got ate up. Now they hurt themselves, but I just don't see a world in which that actually happens. I think you're kind of barking up the right tree when you say sometimes you got to remind people who's in power, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take out the bridges and the power plants, you know, at the end of the day to remind them that, hey, we really run this. And look, I don't blame the Iowa State AD or whoever that was who said, fine, go do it. You've got no control over it if they did it anyway. You might as well not look weak. But I think it's just more of a flex and to say, well, we could do it if we wanted to because we dwarf you in pretty much everything when it comes to this arena.
Jake Crane on the show with us this afternoon. Jake, I know you've dabbled at times in the world of politics in the past. Are you surprised that the SCORE Act appears to be going nowhere fast, to put it mildly?
Well, like the politicians not getting something done or obstructing something
I know,
that
right?
think's all better for us, that's par for the course. That's politics to me. Look, at this point, you know, and you have all the stuff coming out about don't go to a Southern school. Like, it's it's almost like we're trying to create oppression where it isn't. In certain ways. I mean, the players deserve to get paid. We all know that, but that doesn't mean, lawyers deserve to get paid. Truck drivers deserve to get paid. But there's guidelines and rules. It's not just a free-for-all. So am I sitting here surprised that we weren't able to get something done that I think is a good thing? No, not at all. That's what they do in Washington, and that's what they've done ever since I can remember.
All right. We got to get to the topic that's been on everybody's mind here in the last 24 hours, and I know you've been covering it on your show with the guys. Lane Kiffin, Ed Orgeron, they got the band back together.
Yeah.
Is this a good or bad thing in your mind?
Oh, I think it's a brilliant move. That was our show today. And here's why. You get the best parts of Ed O, and he's not responsible for the economics of the organization. He's not the head of it. You get recruiting Ed O, because now there's new rules where off-the-field coaches can go out on the road and recruit, and Ed Orgeron is a fantastic recruiter all over the country. He's going to help them, obviously, on the defensive line a little bit. I don't think he's going to be out there coaching the position group. I mean, Chris Kiffin and the rest of the guys are going to do that, but I do think having his energy, having the motivation factor that he brings and the camaraderie, because the players love Ed Orgeron. Just talk to any of his players. And it's like I said on the show, Lane's not from there, and Ed Orgeron can show him the goat path behind the hot gate. He can say, hey, look, the people are going to love this. Or, I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to love it. So, again, LSU is all in. I mean, think about who they have now. They have Lane Kiffin as the head coach. Will Wade's the basketball coach, who I think he's been trying to kill Batman for the last 3 years. Tim Mulkey's the women's basketball coach. She's a villain. And now you bring Ed Orgeron over to add to the group. I think it's a really smart move by Lane, and I think it's going to help him in multiple ways.
We worry about Vitello going to Arkansas. If he ends up in Baton Rouge, it might be all over. It'd be too much personality in one town.
Yeah, but I mean, Jay, look, I know LSU had a bad year this year, but if you think Jay Johnson can't coach baseball, I've got some beachfront property in Kansas I can sell you for a great price.
Yeah. We had a caller today that said this earlier. It's like his take on the Kiffin Orgeron reunion was he worries, he's a Tennessee fan, and he worries that we don't care about winning as much as some of these other schools like LSU. And I don't know. I mean, one thing's for sure, I don't think LSU cares about optics at all.
Oh, no. Again, nobody cries on a jet ski. I don't think they care. So, look, as far as the Tennessee thing, I know Tennessee has money. We're not going to sit here and pretend like Tennessee doesn't have money. I think they care. It's just, and look, Tony V was there, and he was a villain of college baseball. I thought he was great for college baseball. I think he may wish he hadn't have left, especially if the Giants keep playing this way. But I tell you what, man, I don't think it is a lack of care factor. It's just, what are you willing to do? Mm-hmm. Like, I think Tennessee cares about the optics. And look, I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, and look, Tennessee went to the playoffs a couple years ago. It's not like they haven't done anything or Heupel's a bad coach. You just, at some point, you don't want the rawhide wallet. You want the Hulk hands, too. And it just seems like Tennessee hasn't got the Hulk hands lately. But, again, I mean, Rick Barnes is your basketball coach. He's a heck of a coach. Like I said, I got a ton of respect for Heupel. We'll see what Erlander does. I think he's done a pretty good job so far. I know Tennessee fans want it all, and a lot of SEC fan bases do, and big brands, because Tennessee's a big brand. I don't think it's a lack of caring. I think it's a lack of maybe not willing to go as far as some of these other places will go. I mean, heck, Arkansas rehired Bobby Petrino too. Like, let's not forget that. So I get the frustration, but by no means do I think Tennessee is taking a back seat in the care factor.
Jake Crane of Crane and Cone on 3 Sports, our guest here this afternoon. Jake, speaking of our guy Josh Heupel, would be curious your opinion as a former coach. If you're in Josh Heupel's shoes and you've got this quarterback race and it's really close, 2 young guys, would you be willing to start the true freshman, even if you felt like it might mean a regular season loss or two that the older player might not have, if you think it sets you up for the monster season in 2027?
Well, look, I think sometimes we overcomplicate things. And it sounds simple, but some guy, and again, if you think too deep about it, you can talk yourself out of it. You have got to play the best guy. And the main reason you have to play the best guy, outside of he gives you the best chance to win, is that you can lose your culture in a locker room if you don't play the best player, especially at quarterback, because you can fool the fans. They're not at practices. You can fool the media. They're not. I mean, they watch stretch and maybe watch you catch a couple punts, and you got to get out of here. But you can't fool the players. And if you don't play the best guys, that shows to the players that you really don't care as much about winning as you say you do, and that it's really not a meritocracy. It's just who you like best, or you play it safe, which again is a bad look to the player. So regardless of if it's Brandon, McIntyre, whoever it is, you got to play the best guy, and you can't look at it as, oh, well, we may lose a few games this year, but it's going to help us in the future. No, you've got to put the guy out there that gives you the best chance to win, case closed, and I think that's what Josh is going to do. He knows that.
Got to ask you about this whole Brendan Sorsby thing, which continues to, it's like a rotten onion that continues to peel back. This guy can't play next season, can he? I mean,
He's cooked.
Yeah.
You can't set that precedent, because again, think about it. And it's not just for college. Like, if you set this precedent, you have professional sports organizations in the state of Texas. So now you've opened up a huge can of worms. My biggest thing is, how did y'all give a guy $6 million of NIL without? I'd have known what you ate for breakfast 5 years ago before I gave you that money. And now that all this stuff's coming out the light, and I hope, he gets the help that's needed and this, that, or the other. Believe me, I'm a degenerate too. I love betting on sports, but you can't do it in that fashion while you're playing. And it doesn't matter who you are or where you're at. You open that Pandora's box, we've got a much bigger problem down the road. So he's absolutely cooked. And I tell you what, if I'm Brett Yormark, that was the only horse that had a chance to actually win a national title for the Big 12. Now, I don't think BYU can do it. I don't think Texas Tech can do it now. It's going to look a lot like it did last year. It's if you're Brett Yormark, you are furious that this happened, probably even more than Texas Tech fans, because this was going to be your horse and really your only horse.
And on that note, leave it to Steve Sarkisian. Do you see what Sark said today about Texas Tech? I mean,
can you tell me again? I've been driving, so I wasn't really able to read it while my wife was watching me drive.
He didn't mention them by name, but he said, there's a team in our state, I quote him here, there's a team in our state that plays in another conference that has a schedule that I would argue if I played with our 2s and our 3s, we could go undefeated, and they'll probably make the CFP this year. My point in all this is
Texas.
Yeah. My point in all this is he's basically, he's shooting them down, but man, kick them while they're down. I mean, they're going to be in trouble anyway if they don't have Sorsby at QB.
Has this guy won enough to be throwing as much shade as he is, guys?
Does somebody want to tell Stark where he's at?
Yeah.
Like, what? I'm supposed to feel bad for you? Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for Bezos?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, like, oh, poor Texas, dude. Come on, man. Seeing Texas complain, it's like Marie Antoinette. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to tell Stark, like, hey, man, like, we're not, like, this isn't Jamestown. You know what I'm saying? We're not having to go outside and look for sticks and stuff. Like, it just, I don't know what Stark is doing. Like, who upset you? Like, you're at Texas. You're at the behemoth. I don't get it, man. Like, I would really calm down with all this, oh, woe is me stuff, or this isn't fair. Yeah, you're giving Lambos to players. Like, let's be honest about it for a second.
All right, great stuff, Jake. Always appreciate the time. Thanks so much. It's Crane and Cone on 3 Sports. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts, and of course on YouTube. Jake Crane, thanks so much.
Hey, of course, and Monday, right when the the regionals get announced, we're going to have a full breakdown. So check us out on Monday.
Oh, nice.
We'll be talking some Tennessee too. So appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jake.
Jake Crane, one more time on the program this afternoon. Got to take a quick time out. The Big Ten meetings are wrapping up, and Ross Dellinger has a big write-up over at Yahoo, including an interesting scheduling nugget from the Big Ten. We'll share that with you when we continue. Plus, we'll wrap up with your phone calls at 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on board. Stay with us. The shocking conclusion of The Drive coming up.
The Drive.
Tony Basilio, the official voice of the common fan, is now on Fan Run Radio. Fan Run Radio. Tony Basilio, weekdays from 11 to 1. Be there.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
You know how East Tennessee takes its barbecue seriously. Well, TMG Fest is about to take it to the next level. Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. Doors open at 2 and the event runs till 9. A live fire barbecue competition and full-blown festival all wrapped into one. 15 pit masters from all around the country. Teams coming in from Texas, the Carolinas, California, and of course from Knoxville to square off in a legit smoke-off competition. And the cool part, you're not just watching, you get to walk around, taste what they're cooking, and help decide who wins. It's a real crowd judging situation, and that's just the competition side of things. There's also a live fire cooking demonstration happening throughout the day. Learn techniques, how they manage your fire, how they work with different cuts, different wood, different pit styles. If you're someone that loves cooking outdoors or wants to get better at it, this is a great opportunity to learn up close and personal from the experts. And it's all wrapped in a real festival atmosphere, live music, lawn games, food vendors, and the block party energy just makes for a great day, rain or shine, from 2 to 9. Kids 12 and under get in free. So bring the family. Tickets on sale now at tmgfest.com. That's tmgfest.com. TMG Fest, Saturday, May 23rd, Hardin Valley Event Center. This one's going to be fun. tmgfest.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Tomorrow we'll be at TMG Fest in Hardin Valley. Would love to see you out there. I'll have some Smokies tickets for giveaway, and I'm hoping they'll maybe even hook us up with a couple of tickets to the event to give away. So come out, see us. Hardin Valley Road behind the volunteer pharmacy where we used to do remotes back in the day. Walker, do we need to go to the breaking news desk?
Yeah. Yes, please take us there.
All right, here we go.
According to NASCAR, as of 3 minutes ago, announcement: we are saddened and heartbroken to share the news of the passing of Kyle Busch, two-time Cup champion and one of the sport's greatest and fiercest drivers. He was 41 years old.
That is crazy.
Leaves behind his two kids, Brexton and Lennox, his wife, Sam, and just thoughts and prayers to the Bush family.
41 years old.
Yeah.
He's not in a wreck or anything.
No.
Had a severe illness.
Yes. What I've had one really, really reliable source told me that he had some kind of medical emergency this morning at RCR, I guess in the sim.
Oh, my God.
And then
it's awful. He won the 2 races I saw at Bristol. The first one, I believe, Kurt Busch won, and then I went back the next year, the spring race, and Kyle Busch won.
Yeah.
In the M&M car.
Just an incredible, both those guys, but
incredible
driver.
People didn't like them when they first came in because they're kind of pretty boys and
they won
whatever. Kurt Busch had ears, but they kind of earned their stripes, man.
Like even the guy, I think Kevin Harvick said, say what you want about him, but the Busch boys can wheel a race car.
It's tragic, man. Absolutely tragic. Kyle Busch dead today at the age of 41.
Unbelievable.
So no way to segue out of that smoothly, but had to bring that news to you here this afternoon on the program. Again, TMG Fest tomorrow. Bob, you're going to be out of there, and speaking of racing, you're going to be at the Indy 500.
Yes, I am. I'll be
your old stomping grounds.
I'll be going home tomorrow morning. It's going to be a fun weekend, although the weather is a little shifty right now. It's gone back and forth on Sunday from chance of rain. Right now, the chances are slimmer, but this goes on every year. There's a good chance we'll get hit with some rain, or you try to get the thing in, at least get 101 laps in. So then you have a official race, and then you can get out of there after that. But I'm looking forward to it. Me and 350,000 of my closest friends.
That's going to be fun, man. We expect a full and complete report on Tuesday. Of course, the drive is off Monday for Memorial Day. Tuesday should be a humdinger, man, between your thoughts on that. I'm sure you have some good stories. And then, of course, we'll know our regional situation by the time we come on the air at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. And will the super regional be over for the ladies? Could it be by then? We'll also know if the Lady Vols are, because it's starting tonight.
Yeah,
they're headed
we'll know. To Oklahoma. I would imagine that'll be wrapped up by Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
So big couple of days here in the world of sports, our little world, our little corner of the universe down here in East Tennessee, the southeastern United States of America. And we appreciate, man, that Kyle Busch news, man. That
I know.
Oh, what a gut
I remember,
punch.
and he was just like this 18-year-old
little punk kid, man.
And he was just beating
drive
everybody.
the tires off a race car, though.
Just unbelievable.
What happened?
I don't know.
So lung issues? I saw something about maybe a lung infection.
A lung issue. Somebody did post it. I didn't think much about it at the time. I heard it the day of the race. So Watkins Glen was a couple of weeks ago, and he came over the radio near the end of the race and told his crew chief that he wanted the doctor to meet him in his bus and he needed a shot. And he's been having some kind of sinus lung issues.
And that was
some people are.
That was a week or two ago.
Yeah, nobody knows, but
just something he couldn't.
Reckless speculation. I just wonder if he ended up with pneumonia or something.
Or some kind of blood clot thing.
Yeah, pneumonia kill you if you're not careful. If it doesn't get treated, but just horrible, man. He had really kind of.
He was settling into the elder statesman portion of his career.
He was married, had a couple of kids, and had kind of softened over the years and made peace with a lot of his rivals. So,
boy, that's tough, man. That is tough. All right. And Walker, you've got your dudes trip to the beach.
Yeah, leaving bright and early tomorrow.
Bunch of dudes and one chick.
So
okay.
Strange.
Say, look, it's going to be fun. Yeah. We're going to have a good time.
Good time, man.
Look at it this way. At least you're not the guy whose girlfriend's demanding to go on the guys' trip.
That's not what happened.
I would say the same thing. I do admire and respect that you're
will there be a hot tub?
I'm sure there'll be a hot tub involved. multiple bodies of water.
You'll be in it?
I'll be in it. I'm a big hot tub
I'll
guy.
be up in that hot tub.
I love a hot tub. I'm a big hot tub
Be
guy.
all over the shuffleboard court.
Love it. Love it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun.
All right, you guys behave. Let's get a phone call from Roberto. Good afternoon, Roberto. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Not for nothing. That Kyle Busch thing's even made weirder by. Did you guys read the thing about the big insurance scandal he was in the middle of last year and the beginning of this year?
No.
Yeah, he's in a huge lawsuit. The only reason I know is because part of my industry. But he's in a huge life insurance lawsuit right now.
I do remember him being jammed up in something. Yes.
Yeah, like he put like $11 million in a product that is like an interest-bearing permanent life insurance product, and he's in the middle of currently in the middle of a lawsuit. Pac Life moved to dismiss, and they didn't. Last time I checked. So it's very, very interesting that he would perish right now, because I can only imagine that if it was $11 million in premium, his death benefit had to be somewhere in the ballpark of like, I don't know, 70 million.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy makes.
Sorry.
I mean, as far as his earning power for his family, I mean, the guy's.
Yeah.
You know, he was a very valuable race car driver.
I mean, you could argue maybe, I wouldn't use the word face of the sport, but then again, maybe.
I can't imagine what that life insurance policy is like. I'm sure he had one.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I can't either, if I'm being totally transparent, because I've never seen one that big. But, you know, that really sucks for all parties on a financial side as well. I can't even imagine what his family's going through on a mental side. So moving forward, Bob, are we breaking bread at the Indy this weekend? I've never been. Going to have to indoctrinate me into Hoosier culture.
Roberto says he's going to be spending the night in your little race car bed in your old house.
Interesting. Why are you going? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll be there. This is my birthday present for my buddies.
Oh, nice. Well, they'll be good. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, they will not race if it rains, correct? I've heard lightning they will race, but not rain, which I find to be interesting.
Yeah.
No, lightning, they'll pull them off the track.
They'll pull them off the track with lightning too, but
Okay.
rain's an absolute no-go. It's not a road course track, so the tires can't really sustain it. That's a death warrant.
So 232 miles an hour with a little slick track. Is that what you're saying?
They're
not going to do that.
No, that's it works for Georgia athletes, but not IndyCar racers.
Bob, I'll reach out. Maybe we'll break bread or at least break beer. Together.
Yeah. Holler. What do you know? What side of town you're staying on, or whatever?
I think pretty close to the track, within like 8 miles, 10 miles, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Holler at me.
I think south side, probably. I don't know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So, guys, have you heard anything about Reese Chapman? That's really the reason for my call. I haven't heard anything.
He spoke after the game yesterday, and the only thing he said is that he expected him to be back. Elander, sorry. Expected him to be back sooner rather than later. That was his exact quote on that. So that sounds promising for a regional.
Yeah, I think he might play next week.
That would be a huge development. So with that said, guys, and I'm going to leave you with this. Is it time for old Ice Baby to be in left field when our boy returns to right field next week? Somebody put that out there, and I can't. It was a mojo. I can't agree more. Like, it's a net zero on fielding percentage, with Eisfelder. He's as good a fielder as Blaine Brown. He's hitting the ball to opposite field. And frankly, at this point, he's just a better hitter than Blaine Brown. Everybody's got Blaine Brown figured out, and Eisfelder doesn't have any film on him, basically. So I submit that to the record. Have a good one, guys.
Derek, duly noted. I could be wrong. There's a first time for everything. Not going to happen. If Reese is healthy, he's going to be in right field.
Yeah,
and
I would agree.
Blaine Brown's going to be in left field. It should happen. I'm not saying it should or shouldn't, but I mean, I think that they got a lot of money tied up in Blaine Brown, and Elander's loyal and all that stuff. So I think he's your left fielder. Real quickly before we squeeze Joshy Boy in, Big Ten today Petiti said that they have discussed with their coaches going to a 10-game conference schedule.
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
I don't like that Petiti guy. I'd like to smack him across the damn face.
By the way, I know
that's what Sankey ought to do.
Josh, he has to get on here. I sent you guys a picture
of what?
Lady Vols softball. It's about to get real there. There's a special guest.
What are you? Why? Why?
Giving T-shirts at the softball game.
All right, go.
T-shirt camp.
Joshy boy, you got a minute. Hit it.
What's up, guys?
What up, JP?
Joshy.
So, I will start my call with that was a great comeback win by OKC in the series last night. And, Bob, I don't know if I told you last night, but San Antonio's not going to win this series. Adam Silver is going to do everything he can to get OKC to the finals and win it back-to-back years. I just don't see the Spurs get into the finals. If Adam Silver can get what he wants, he'll get it. And last thing, I'll leave you guys with this. Do you think in 5 years all of the big conferences will form their own Super League? Have a good day.
I mean, we've been talking about that
for years now.
Like 10 years, it feels like. But
yeah,
I don't know, Joshy boy. Let's talk about that tomorrow out at TMG Fest.
Me and you will.
Yes, sir.
These two bums won't.
Well, y'all be careful. Enjoy that hot tub walk, man.
Yeah. You got to send me pictures, Bob.
Got to send me pictures of the hot tub walk.
I will.
I don't want pictures of the hot tub. You know what I want.
It'll be a picture of me and all of my friends in the hot tub.
I want pictures of cars going 240 miles an hour.
Gotcha.
Can you say sausage party?
I love sausage.